It is time for playoff baseball on Cape Cod. And for Falmouth, they take on the Bourne Braves in the first series of the Commodores' playoff history since 2023. For opening the door, it's Timmy Weiss alongside Andrew Hilsman and Farrell Hudson. And there's a lot of excitement throughout the Commodores squad right now. Falmouth's back in the playoffs, and there's a lot on the line.
Timmy, we came into this year knowing that this was going to be a season of new. A new president, a new GM, a new head coach, and of course a whole new roster of players coming in to represent the Commodores organization. This group has done something that no group in the last couple of years has been able to do, get to the postseason, and Jack Dahm has gotten this group to this point, and it feels like this is a group that is just ready to play for each other and have a little bit of fun in the postseason, and that's what it's all about. You kind of throw everything else out the window when it comes to recent streaks, when it comes to who's even on your team. It's just who can get hot, who goes cold. And in a best-of-3 series, it is legitimately anyone's guess on what can happen.
And it's not an easy task. You take on the Bourne Braves, the defending champions of the Cape Cod Baseball League, and they've had a very even series this year, though, with Bourne, so you have some hope that you can come into Durham Park and take care of business.
Kind of like Andrew mentioned, Timmy, you throw everything out the window when you play a playoff series. You had your best players last time out against the Bourne Braves go 2 for 17. You didn't even have this same exact roster play on June 19th, and they ended up tying. So it's a complete crapshoot the regular season. You throw out all the numbers. Even the Commodores' success last week against Tyler Baird, they're going to have to go out there and earn that today. It's different come playoff time.
And over the last week, it did actually start with a win. Falmouth beat Bourne 13-9 to clinch the playoffs, but since that moment, things have went downhill a bit.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough stretch, a tough loss. The toughest of those games coming in the first game of a split doubleheader on Saturday. That was at Hyannis. Hyannis walked them off, and Hyannis playing as good a baseball as anybody en route to their division title that they snatched away from the Bourne Braves. But you dropped the last 3 games of the season, and you knew, especially on Sunday with Orleans, Falmouth was saving arms to try and be ready for this game. They'd already clinched. They didn't need to do anything else. You had a chance to go to maybe the 2 seed and jump Hyannis with a win on Saturday, but it wasn't to be, and Falmouth slots right into the 3 seed.
And 1 week ago, when Falmouth played against Bourne, it was actually the exact same pitching matchup that we have today.
Yeah, and you like that for the Commodores, Tim. Last time out, Colby Putnam, the right-hander, went 5 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 0 strikeouts. He picked up his lone win of the 2026 campaign, and for Tyler Baird, it was rough going for him. 2 2/3, 12 hits by the Commodores, 8 runs, 8 earned, 1 walk, but 4 strikeouts for the hard-throwing right-hander out of Vanderbilt.
Okay, guys, there's one more thing to go, our players to watch. Andrew, who do you have for Bourne?
For me, I go with Riker Waite. He's going to lead off today for Bourne, and in his 10 games this summer with the Braves, he's already hit 2 home runs, 3 RBI, and more walks than he has strikeouts. He's hitting 242 over that small sample size, but he looks to me like one of those guys who is primed to really make a difference. It's almost like a trade deadline acquisition for a major league team, a guy who comes in towards the tail end of your season and is able to make a difference in the postseason. That's who I see Riker Waite being for the Bourne Braves.
And Farrell, who do you have for Falmouth?
I'm going to go the Fountain of Youth and the backstop for the Commodores tonight in Dallas Brooks, a .293 average in 17 games. A phenomenal first campaign on Cape Cod for the incoming UCF sophomore who barely got any play time this year down at Central Florida with the Knights, but he's made most of his time here with the Commodores.
Well, 40 games are done on Cape Cod for Falmouth, but now the most important time of the season. Playoffs starting at 6 at Durham Park. Andrew Hilsman and Farrell Hudson will take you through the rest of the game. feel like I can talk normal.
Okay, good. Great. That's excellent.
I actually feel like a
Oh my gosh,
person
Adam's
again.
up 7-1.
Wow.
Top 6.
Harwich Brewster's 0-0 in the 7th.
I don't think does Harwich have a hit yet?
1.
They did get one.
And Brewster has 2.
Yep. How much is 18?
Dude, okay, your audio does sound good. I was a little bit nervous.
What do you mean?
On his interview, that's up. So
Yeah, I made it like.
that's good.
Farrell, what's
Is
the score?
do you have
Timmy, if you want your scorebook, it's down here.
And now, introducing the Bourne Braves. Leading off, the shortstop from Vanderbilt, number 3, Riker Waite. Batting second, the second baseman from Vanderbilt, number 23, Rustin Rigdon. Batting third, the center fielder from Binghamton, number 28, Matt Bolton. Batting cleanup, the right fielder from South Carolina, number 38, Luke Costello. Batting fifth, the catcher from Mississippi State, number 8, Berkeley Manius. Batting sixth, the DH from Miami, number 6, Gabriel Milano. Batting seventh, the first baseman from San Diego State, number 5, Max Farrell. Batting eighth, the left fielder from Alabama, number 31, Justin Osterhaus. And batting ninth, the third baseman from Wake Forest, number 9, Austin Hawk. And your starting pitcher from Vanderbilt, number 17, Tyler Baird. Your field manager is Scott Landers, and assisted by Ed Blankmeyer, Jeff Lemoncelli, Leaf Bigelow, and Jelani Hammer. Tonight's bat kids are Tom Jones and Chris McCooch. Tonight's umpires are at home plate, Joe Gravina. At first base, Sam Finn. And at third base, Robert McHugh. Fans, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. The Braves are thrilled to welcome back Liam Buckley to Durham Park for a very special performance of the anthem. more time for Liam Buckley. Please welcome Jim and Paula Reeder, owners of Reeder's Hardwood Supply, presenting sponsor of the
52 days ago, on a picture-perfect Saturday evening, 10 teams began the 40-game sprint that is the Cape Cod Baseball League regular season. 40 games later, we come to today, which is the first day of the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs presented by Reeder's Hardwood Supply. 52 days ago, the Falmouth Commodores began their first season under new manager Jack Dahm. Those same 52 days ago, the Bourne Braves began their crown defense of the Cape League Championship. These two teams won. One story told by all things new in the Commodores and the Braves, with current success ready to protect. They meet here in the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs, brought to you by Reeder's Hardwood Supply. Alongside Farrell Hudson, I'm Andrew Hilsman, here for Game 1 of the first round of the Cape League playoffs. Farrell, it's Bourne, it's Falmouth, it's two teams that have played a heck of a season series thus far, and now the pressure ratchets up.
What more would you want? You mentioned 40-game season. Well, 4 years since the last time Bourne and Falmouth left in the playoffs, and the trek towards a championship begins. It comes down to 6 wins in the postseason, and the Commodores come in ready. I know they had a 3-game losing streak, but played notoriety, better baseball as of late, besides those 3 games coming into this week. So all things considered, feel pretty confident.
Falmouth finished the regular season with a record of 17-21-2. Bourne saw the division title slip away by the thinnest of margins with a record of 18-19-3. Ended the year on a 7-game skid. But all that matters not at this point. The records mean nothing. The stats mean nothing. It's time for the playoffs. In 3-game series, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you talked about Bourne coming in on a skid, 7-game losing streak. You have different players that you saw earlier in the lineup for the Bravos this season. The Commodores were matched against, and vice versa. For the Braves, they haven't seen some of the new Commodore pieces that have come in, notably a Tommy Harrison, Jeff Lugie getting added to the roster, and you love what he's done for you so far. And he's in the lineup tonight, batting 6th with his .286 average. So I like the way the Commodores match up against this Bourne Brave squad, especially against a pitcher. You're not complaining. 12 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned in 2 1/3 innings for the Commodores against Tyler Baird last week.
Speaking of lineups, we'll run you through the Falmouth Commodores batting order. Leading off and playing center field is Fabio Peralta. In the 2 slot, it's Braden Jeffries, the standout third baseman. 3 and 4 is Carter White, the left fielder, and Tommy Harrison slots in at the DH spot. The 5-hole hitter, Matthew Farner, he plays short, followed by Jeff Lugie, his middle infield counterpart. He's playing second. And then 7, 8, 9 is first baseman A.J. Putty, who's homered in each of the last 3 days Falmouth has played. And the 8th slot, Dallas Brooks, the catcher, and Gavin Greger plays right. And rounds out the batting order for the Commodores as they face, for the second time in a single week, they face the right-hander out of Vanderbilt, Tyler Baird.
And Tyler Baird became a little bit predictable last week. First pitch, fastball / changeup for strikes, and the Commodores pounced on it. I'm curious to see how their approach is this week. We mentioned with Tyler Baird, 45 innings at Vanderbilt, only 9 1/3 with the Bourne Braves, but he's got 12 strikeouts, so the Commodores don't want to get behind in the counts. We saw Commodores have issues with the strikeout all season long. They led the Cape Cod League in strikeouts.
On a beautiful evening here in Bourne, Massachusetts, we bring you Game 1 of the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs presented by Reeder's Hardwood Supply. We're ready to go here at Doran Park between the Braves, who are looking for a second straight Cape League championship, and the Doors, who have not won since 1980. Away we go at 6:05 p.m. With the first pitch, a foul tip from Fabio Peralta. It's 0-1. Falmouth and Bourne have played an excellent season series, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a tie for both squads. And the 0-1 is fouled off once more, off of the foul pole, or off of the netting pole, and it's 0-2. Peralta aggressive early, as he has been so many times this year with his .256 batting average. Tied for the league lead in stolen bases with 19. Here's the 0-2 on the way. He takes on the inside corner for strike 3.
Mentioned the high strikeouts, and that's exactly why Tyler Baird just going with the good stuff right away. Paints inside corner. Peralta had no answer.
The Bourne defensive lineup looks like this. Justin Osterhaus in left, Matt Bolton in center, Luke Costello in right. Around the horn in the infield, it's Austin Hawk at third. At shortstop, Riker Waite. The second baseman, Rustin Rigdon. At first is Max Farrell, and Berkeley Mabius is doing the catching. Next batter is Braden Jeffries, who puts one on the ground to the right-hand side. Moving to his right and fielding is Rigdon. His throw to first is in time for the second out. And the batter is Carter White.
Third, the left fielder from North Florida, number 20.
For Jeffries, he's trying to jump on the first pitch there. Notices the fastball out of the hands. Might have been a little bit slower. Not sure if that was a changeup from Baird. We'll look to see what pitch selection he goes now. 2 outs and the base is empty and a tough hitter in Carter White.
A fresh count to the left-handed hitting Carter White. Falmouth trotting out 7 lefties in their batting order tonight. White thinks about a bunt, and it's a pitch low as he pulls it back. It's 1-0. Falmouth is a team that does not ever hesitate to use the short game to their advantage and the small ball game. And the wind of the delivery from Baird, the 1-0 is below the knees, called a ball by home plate umpire Sam Finn. He's calling balls and strikes behind the dish. At first base is Robert McHugh, Joe Gravina at third. That's your umpiring crew for the first game of this 3-game series, or this best of 3 series between the Braves and Commodores. A fastball low in the zone. It's 2-1 to Carter White. Bourne a very good 12-7-1 on their home field in this summer. Here's the 2-1. A curveball down and inside. It's 3-1. But Bourne, a team whose success has gone with its pitching all summer long. Never the team with the most power. They were down at the bottom of the leaderboards in home runs for the most of the year as Carter White takes ball 4 downstairs at his shins. And that's our first walk of the day, and it's our free pass of the game presented by Cape Cod Community College. Go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualify. Visit capecod.edu/free for more information. So the first base runner on the board for Falmouth is Carter White. He takes his lead at first, and up steps Tommy Harrison, the power-hitting lefty.
Commodores finished 8th in walks in the regular season with 159, but they got a base runner here with 2 out.
And a pickoff attempt over to first. Back on a dive is Carter White, who has not stolen a base this year. Two gone in the top of the first. 0-0 ball game from Doran Park. As an off-speed pitch misses upstairs to Harrison. It's 1-0. Tommy Harrison, a 300 average in a relatively small sample size with the Doors. Came in the 3rd week of July for Falmouth and has been excellent ever since. The 1-0 is a swing and a miss. On a pitch downstairs, it's a ball and a strike to Tommy Harrison.
Big cut there by Tommy, and I'm sure Baird, anticipated what Harrison was thinking. 1-0 fastball, gets a gets a breaking ball.
Another check over to first. That one closer that time, but White's back in safely. Baird with a quick pickoff move as he works off the middle of the rubber. Looks at his left wrist for the pitch call from Berkeley Mabius. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone. Baird has a look over at first. White with a big lead off the bag, and now he goes. And it's a swing and a line drive into center field. This one is going to be caught on a line by Matt Bolton in center. As Falmouth has no hits, no runs, they leave a man aboard. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Bourne has Riker Waite, Rustin Rigdon, and Matt Bolton up to the plate when we come back. 0-0. We're just getting started in the playoffs here on the Cape.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group.
at Compass Real Estate.
Bottom of inning number 1 between the Falmouth Commodores and the Bourne Braves here in Game 1 of a best-of-3 series in Round 1 of the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs. Brought to you by Reader's Hardwood Supply. 0-0 after the top of the first, and the Bourne Braves lineup looks like this. Riker Waite, the shortstop, leads off. Following him is Rustin Rigdon, the second baseman. Matt Bolton, who caught the last out at the top of the first, he hits third, he plays center. Luke Costello, the right fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Then 5 and 6, it's catcher Berkeley Mabius, followed by the DH Gabriel Milano. In the 7th slot, first baseman Max Farrell, then Justin Osterhaus, a former Commodore from 2025. He's playing left and hitting 8th, and rounding it out is the third baseman Austin Hawk. They're going to face Colby Putnam, who has been nothing short of fantastic this year for the Commodores.
Oh, yeah, doesn't do it a lot with the strikeout stuff, but we don't care. A 1.89 ERA, 1-0 win-loss record, 19 innings pitched. He's kept the ball low in the zone, induced a lot of soft contact, ground balls galore, only 6 walks to his name. I'm excited to see how he approaches this Bourne Braves lineup tonight. It's a lot different than the one we saw a couple weeks ago, a lot less average, a little bit more power. You don't have Josiah Overbeek in there as well, who had a homer last week, but I look at a guy like Matt Bolton, great contact hitter in school. He's in that 3 spot tonight. If you navigate the top of the order of Waite, Rigdon, and Bolton pretty well, then you should have yourself a good night.
Both of these offenses had the exact same batting average at the end of the season, 244 in the batting average department. And they scored essentially the exact same amount of runs per game. So 2 very even offenses. Falmouth a quiet top of the first. We enter the home half of inning number 1. Happy you're with us here on Cape League TV. It's playoff baseball. Nothing beats it. Beautiful day in the first week of August. Here we go as Putnam delivers the ball inside on a fastball at 91. And we get started in the home half of the first. Putnam winds and deals, and it's a foul tip off to the left-hand side out of play. Good crowd on hand here at Doran Park. Bourne doesn't have the biggest seating arrangement on the Cape, but they get good fans and a good crowd. 1-1, misses outside. It's 2-1 from Putnam, whose bread and butter, like you said, is the soft contact, pitching to contact, and getting outs. And his 2-1, a fastball ripped into left center field. It is going to drop for a base hit. Rounding first and heading for 2 is Riker Waite. He's going to be in there safely with a leadoff stand-up double for the Bourne Braves in the home half of inning number 1.
Because of the 2 pitches out of the zone, he gets a 2-1 fastball. Middle. You like Putnam's idea. Try and get back in the count against a leadoff hitter, but well read, supplied to the opposite field. Beautiful short compact swing from Waite, and he's in scoring position with nobody out.
It's Waite's first double of the playoffs, the first hit of the playoffs for the Bourne Braves. And it brings up Rustin Rigdon. We mentioned Fabio Peralta's speed on the base pass for Falmouth. Rustin Rigdon also with 19 stolen bases in the regular season. First base hit of the day for Riker Waite as he leads off of first. And the first pitch a strike from Putnam to Rigdon. Putnam's last start came a week ago against this same Brave squad. He went 5 1/3 innings, allowing 5 hits that day. He kicks and fires the 0-1. It's an off-speed pitch called downstairs, and it evens it up at 1-1. Putnam 3 earned runs in that contest, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Didn't throw all that many strikes, 39 strikes on 71 pitches, but he got outs. And a 1-1 count, he kicks and fires, misses outside. Dallas Brooks behind the dish for the Commodores, trying to get that call. The defensive alignment, Carter White, Fabio Peralta, and Gavin Greger in the outfield. And then Braden Jeffries, Matthew Farner, Jeff Luigi, and A.J. Putty around the horn in the infield with Brooks behind the plate. Another 2-1 pitch on the way to Rustin Rigdon, the left-handed hitting second baseman. He swings at one, puts it high in the sky to shallow left center, making the call. And the catch is Fabio Peralta for the first out.
You could hear Fabio Peralta from here in our vantage point of the broadcast booth behind home plate say ball. He wanted that to be clear, and that's going to be key. Communication defense has proved to be a strength of the Commodores all year long, especially when you have someone like a gazelle in the outfield like Peralta. You make sure that he's the one to make the catch there, and he did.
The Bourne center fielder Matt Bolton, a fan favorite it seems, got a great reaction from the crowd, and for good reason. A .258 batting average this season, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. He's playing center field tonight, and he's in the 3-hole. He swings at the first pitch, off the hands, and out of play on the left side, into the stands. And it's an 0-1 count. A scoreless ball game in the bottom of inning number 1. Falmouth on the road at Bourne to start the Cape League playoffs here in 2026. 0-1 count. Putnam comes set from the stretch with Riker Wade aboard at second. He fires a fastball high. It evens up the count at 1 apiece. Falmouth just drew 1 walk and left a man at first base in the road half of this initial inning. And the 1-1 from Putnam is down the middle for strike 2. Good fastball. Falmouth's pitching has been their downfall at points this year, but Putnam a big bright spot on this staff. The runner goes for third. Pitches in the dirt. Brooks's throw is just late as Riker Wade is in, and the pitch was a ball down in the dirt. Brooks had to pick and throw, and a runner 90 feet away from scoring is the first run of the ball game. That's Riker Wade. Only his 3rd stolen base of the summer, first in the postseason.
Strong throw, beautifully placed there by Brooks. Andrew is just in the dirt, and that made all the difference.
And a 2-2 count with 1 away. Infield plays in. Here's the pitch from Putnam, high and away. It's 3-2. Bolton stands in a full count. And he will get ready in the left-handed batter's box. Putnam winds and fires. The 3-2 is off the hands into center field. This should score a run. Peralta catches, and now Waite tags and comes home. He is safe, and the Braves lead 1-0 in the bottom of the first as the first run of this series comes across.
Best case scenario there for the Commodores outside of a strikeout, but this is a Bourne team that does not strike out a lot, Andrew. They're going to make the Commodores work defensively and put balls in play. 6th on Cape Cod in strikeouts, so 342 in the regular season. Nice piece there by Bolton. Collects now his 14th RBI in his 39th game, and the Braves lead 1-0.
So they get the extra base hit from Waite, then he nabs himself another 90 feet. Easy sac fly into center for Matt Bolton. 1-0 Braves as the batter is Luke Costello. Takes a slider outside. It's 1-0. Bolton's 14th run batted in of the summer. There's 2 gone in this bottom of the first. 1-0, the Braves have the lead. 1-0 from Putnam, a changeup on the bottom rail of the zone. It's called a strike. The Braves with strong postseason success under field manager Scott Landers. A curveball misses downstairs. It's 2-1. 3 Cape League championships in the last 4 years. Pretty astounding. 2-1, a slider swung out front of it. Did Costello. It's 2-2 with 2 away. Bourne had the lead of this West Division from the end of the first week of the season all the way to the final 3 days. 2-2 misses upstairs. Count runs full for the second straight batter. Luke Costello in from the right-hand side of the plate. Out in right field today. And the pitch from Putnam is a fastball just a hair high for ball 4.
Nice pitch sequence from Putnam. We've seen a litany of off-speed changeups, especially thrown in a 2-strike count. Tries to go top of the zone there, but for Bourne, like I mentioned, very disciplined at the plate and a walk force from Costello.
Costello 2 for 2 on stolen bases in the regular season. We'll see if he elects to try and challenge the arm of Dallas Brooks. Braves already have 1 stolen base on the game. 2 gone and a runner on. Braves already lead 1-0. First pitch is a ground ball to the left-hand side. It's past the shortstop Farner and into left for a single. 2 on, 2 gone for the Braves. And it brings up Gabriel Milano, the DH.
Bourne finished 4th on Cape Cod in hits in the regular season. behind the Commodores, who led all of Cape Cod with 313.
Bourne, one of the better teams in the league in hitting with scoring runners in scoring position, an average of 260 on the summer. 2 outs, 2 men on for Colby Putnam, just needs one more. The first pitch to Milano, upstairs and out. Putnam has not been able to get the soft contact we're accustomed to seeing off of his pitches so far. 1-0's up high above the helmet visor of Gabriel Milano, and it's 2-0.
Best batting average on Cape Cod and third best OPS the Bourne Braves bestow.
On a 2-0 count with 2 men gone. And the pitch from Putnam. Wave and a miss, a big swing from Milano. Moves it to 2-1. Putnam waits on the sign from Dallas Brooks, and he comes set. Off the middle of the rubber, he fires the 2-1. A foul tip to the left side, and it's 2-2. Good chance here for Putnam. He's been in a couple of 2-strike counts and hasn't been able to get that last solid pitch. Costello on second, Mabius at first. And the 2-2 from Putnam. Wave and a miss, strike 3. Brooks is going to head on down to first as the pitch was in the dirt. A great slider from Putnam gives him his first K of the day. And Falmouth limits the damage to just 1. 2 hits, 1 run scored for the Braves. They lead 1-0 after 1. You're listening to the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply on Cape League TV.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
The 99 Restaurant and Pub is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit your local 99 and try their famous colossal lobster rolls, piled high on grilled brioche and served hot buttered, or just with the right amount of mayo and celery with fries and coleslaw. You gotta love the Nines. We go to the top of the second, 1-0 Braves, as a sac fly from Matt Bolton brought across the postseason's first run for the defending champions. 2 up for the Commodores, Matthew Farner, Jeff Lucci, and A.J. Putty as we head to the top of the second.
And for Matthew Farner, I'm excited to watch this first at-bat, a .222 average in 8 games since his arrival in Falmouth, but no shortage of power for him in his season with the University of North Florida. Had himself 12 homers, 40 RBIs in 55 games, extra base hits in the 12-13 margin. So this is a guy that has a lot of power, just waiting to break out, Andrew.
Farner 6 for 27 in the regular season. 4 walks to 4 strikeouts is what he drew in his relatively limited sample size. Good speed as well. 3 bags stolen on as many attempts. He stands in from the right-handed side of the plate, and the righty Baird comes home. Pitch is there for a strike on the top rail of the strike zone. Jeff Lucci on deck for the Commodores. Here's the 0-1 from Baird upstairs on a cutter. Baird, a hard-throwing right-hander, but as a starter does not get up to his maximum velocity. We saw him get up to 94, 95 the last time he played Falmouth last Tuesday. 1-1 a slider outside. It's 2-1. He comes home on the 2-1, a late swing from Matthew Farner. And the count's even at 2. Two-two count on the way. And a ground ball, a high chopper to the shortstop side. Wait, can't field it on a big Baltimore chop. And safe at first is Matthew Farner with this game's first base hit for the Commodores.
And you knew right off the bat Farner was going to beat it out with just how high the chop was. No matter how good of a shortstop Riker Wade is, it was just a matter of time. He bobbled it, but that's not the reason why. So Farner reaches base. Now you have some pretty good speed out there for the Commodores.
Jeff Luigi facing a right-handed batter. Right-handed pitcher, I should say. Luigi, one of 7 left-handers in this batting order for Jack Dom. Nobody gone, one on is Matthew Farner as Luigi takes an off-speed pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Commodores trail by 1 in the top of the second. It's 1-0 Braves. 0-1 the count to Jeff Luigi, another one of those later season, last fourth of the season additions for the Doors. Pickoff attempt back to Farner, no tag applied.
For Matthew Farner, 3 stolen bases in his first 8 games as a Falmouth Commodore.
Not too bad. He's got good speed, and he's going to stay put for now as the 0-1 is called a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2 to Luigi.
And that was beautifully spotted. Luigi had the hips ready to fire, but that was bottom part of the zone right on the outside corner. Great paint job from Tyler Baird.
Luigi's best game as a Commodore came in his first game as a Commodore, where he scored 4 runs, reached base safely every time. Another check on Farner over at first, who's back in on a dive. 0-2, nobody gone. In the top of inning number 2. Another check back to first. Farner's there again. But Baird for a right-hander, a pretty quick pickoff move. Gets off the mound and turns and throws in one smooth motion. Can barely read the front of Matthew Farner's black jersey. And the 0-2. Luigi fouls one off. He'll see one more. Would not be shocked if Bo McMillan over there at third gives a sign for a hit and run, perhaps. Bourne, a team that traditionally, for teams to beat them, you want to jump on them early. They have a very strong bullpen. Do not allow runs in the last couple of innings of ball games. Another check to first, nothing doing.
Commodores 8th in the stolen base department this year, Andrew, with 59, but that could be a different story come playoff time. Like you mentioned, Bo McMillan potentially itching for a hit and run down 1 early in the game.
You never know what situation they might decide to go in. 0-2, high fastball is a swing and a miss. Foul tip from Luigi into the mitt. It's strike 3. That's out number 1 in the second.
Number 828, AJ Putty.
A rising fastball there from Tyler Baird for his second strikeout. We saw that to Fabio Peralta, just spotted belt high on the inside corner. This time he goes top of the zone, but the upper rail.
So 1K looking, 1K swinging for Tyler Baird, who's struck out 2 today in the first pair of innings. Farner still leading off of first. And the first pitch from Baird is inside, but called a strike on the inside corner. Putty's bat is just caught fire over the last week. 3 homers in that time frame. And all in the last weekend of the season, too. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Rather, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Another check to Farner. I've thought this for the longest time, Farrell. It's, you know, the pitch clock has made its way into college baseball, but not the disengagement limit for pitchers like there is in the major leagues. I always say there probably should be one of those as the 0-1 misses.
That Sunday night home run against Orleans, that was a loud shot off the bat. If you remember, the left fielder, Adam Magpok, for the Firebirds, couldn't even see the baseball, but the Commodore bullpen knew it right away.
That was an obvious one to them, that's for sure. The 1-1. Outside corner, called strike 2 on a fastball.
For those at home who can't see, I think an underestimated element of today's game is how tall Berkeley Mabius is behind the plate. He's easily able to potentially steal strikes right in the buffer zone just because of his wide frame, inside and outside corner especially.
Baird hitting his spots early. Another check back to Farner. That's probably the 5th or 6th pickoff attempt today. Dallas Brooks, the catcher, on deck. A.J. Putty at the plate, swinging one of the hottest bats on the Cape. Baird's 1-2 is popped back our way into the netting. And the count stays where it is. It's 1-2. Bourne up by 1 after a sac fly from their center fielder. Matt Bolton was able to score a Riker Waite from third. At the only run they were able to muster. Stranded 2 men on in the home half of the first inning. Farner leads at first. Another 1-2 pitch. A broken bat to the right-hand side. Tagging and going to first for the double play is Rustin Rigdon. A little bit of luck goes the Bourne Braves' way. Farner could not escape the tag. We're through 1.5. Bottom of the second. Here we come. Bourne leads 1-0 in game 1 of a best-of-3 between the Doors and the Braves.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, I'm Coleman Mizell, outfielder from Alabama, and you're watching Commodores baseball on Cape TV.
For over 100 years, Rogers Gray has helped protect Cape Cod families and businesses. Now with the Baldwin Group, they're the same home team with a new name on the jersey. From your first car to your dream home to your business venture, the Baldwin Group brings expanded resources as your insurance partner in protecting the possible with the same local service you trust. The Baldwin Group is proud to give its support as the official insurance partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit baldwin.com/RogersGray to learn more. We get started in the home half of the second. It's 7-8-9 for the Braves. Max Farrell, Justin Osterhaus, and Austin Hawk due up. Unlucky end to the top of the second for Falmouth. A 4-3 double play as Rustin Rigdon was able to apply the tag to the running Matthew Farner and then throw to first easily. First pitch is hit right back up the middle for a single by Max Farrell.
Yeah, and Max Farrell, no stranger to loud contact at San Diego State, a 300 batting average in 60 games. He's the Tommy Harrison of the Bourne Braves, 7 homers and 45 RBIs in the power department to go along with his great average.
Falmouth managed just 1 hit in the top of the second, did not leave any men on base. It's 1-0 Braves after an inning and a half. And aboard at first is Max Farrell. First pitch, a strike to the former Commodore Justin Osterhaus. Osterhaus started his career at Purdue Fort Wayne, where he was a standout player. Earned himself an opportunity to go play in the SEC for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Putnam fires, and it's sliced into left field. Carter White has a beat on it, ranging over to his right, and he puts it away for out number 1. Keeps Farrell at first base. Osterhaus flies out to left, and it brings up Austin Hawk. Lots of Wake Forest guys have come and gone through the Bourne Braves program, and Austin Hawk no different.
Yeah, Wake Forest and Vanderbilt. That's what it feels like. A little bit of Demon Deacons and Commodores.
Couple of high-quality college baseball programs. And Colby Putnam's going to ask for a new baseball, which Sam Finn will happily oblige. I don't know about happily, but he gets a fresh pearl over there. Fresh count to Austin Hawk as the runner goes. Brooks is up. The throw comes in. It's well late. Pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. But aboard at second is Max Farrell.
Yeah, no chance with a breaking ball. Dallas Brooks is doing what he can. Strong throw after strong throw. The catching department has been great in that regard for the Commodores. You've seen Mark Gialusi nab a couple base runners in his debut, but in terms of stolen bases, nice job there for Max Farrell getting into scoring position.
Austin Hawk, the right-handed batting third baseman, spent most of his summer with the Danville Otterbots of the Appalachian League. He waves and misses at the 0-1. It's 0-2. And got the call-up after 22 games in the Appalachian League here to the Cape, in which he's played 13 games with the Braves. Putnam turns and steps off the rubber.
For Max Farrell, he had 17 stolen bases in his 60 games with the Aztecs this spring.
As a first baseman, you don't see that type of speed too often. He's taken a big lead at second base. And the 0-2 from Putnam, swing and a miss, strike 3, had him out front on a slider. It's out number 2, the top of the order back up, and it's Riker Waite.
Well, we mentioned 6 strikeouts in only 19 innings for Colby Putnam. How about 2 through his first inning and 2/3 so far? Both by swing and a miss, 1 on a fastball, this time on a breaking ball. Nice 3-pitch execution so far from Colby Putnam, despite a run and 3 hits home.
A runner on second, that's Max Farrell after he lit off this inning with a single up the middle. Fresh count to Riker Waite, who doubled and scored his first time up in the first. Braves with a 1-0 lead. The first pitch from Putnam just downstairs. Putnam will come set with his tan and black glove at his belt buckle. The 1-0, a fastball dribbler to the right side. Putty's got it. He'll flip to Putnam, who covers the bag. And 3 up, 3 down after that leadoff single for Max Farrell. Makes it a scoreless bottom of the second. 1-0 Braves. We head to the top of the third after this break on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic clam shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly options. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, a proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, I'm Coleman Mizell, outfielder from Alabama, and you're watching Commodores baseball on Cape TV.
Netting Pro Stadionic is the official netting and facility solutions partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When it comes to netting and building iconic sports facilities, it's Netting Pros Stadionic, making sports facilities iconic. Into the top of the third, Tyler Baird has only allowed 1 hit, no runs. And he's pitched much better than he did the last time he faced these Commodores just a week ago. Alongside Farrell Hudson, Andrew Hillsman here on Cape League TV. Into the third inning of the playoffs. Just a 1-0 lead for the Braves after they got that first run on the sac fly from Bolton in the first. It's Dallas Brooks to lead off this top of the third, followed by Gavin Greger, and then Fabio Peralta will be the third man due up, so 3 straight lefties for Baird to work through. The first pitch as he kicks and deals, it's a changeup outside, and it's 1-0. Dallas is kind of flown under the radar as a tremendous hitter this summer for the Commodores. A .293 batting average, a home run, 10 strikeouts, or 10 RBI. 9 walks, 15 strikeouts. That's not a bad ratio at all.
Especially like we mentioned, for a catcher, you usually see those strikeout rates up north at like 30%. It's the opposite with Brooks.
The 1-0 on the way. He swings and fouls one back out of play.
Good numbers at the bottom of this batting order between Brooks and Gregor in the 8 and 9 spot. A combined 15 RBIs in 37 games of action. Combined batting averages of 281.
The entire league hits better against right-handers than they do left-handers. So when Bourne elects to bring out a lefty, that might cause some interesting conundrums as the 1-1 misses up and away. The ball pops out of Berkeley Mabius' glove, and as a fellow catcher, Dallas Brooks helps him out with it.
Those are 2 changeups that have missed off the outside corner. It's positive that Brooks has seen repeatability because those pitches haven't been located for strikes. Let's see if he gets his pitch now. Maybe a fastball in or third.
And the wind of the delivery, there's the 2-1. Well upstairs. It was a fastball, but left it out well high, did Tyler Baird, the right-hander out of Vanderbilt. It's the 3-1 strike count with Gavin Gregor looming on deck.
Sometimes the nerves and adrenaline kick in. You can see the catcher, Berkeley Mabius, just telling his right-handed starter, calm down, take a deep breath.
Brooks, a .319 average against right-handers this year. Here's the 3-1. Called strike 2 on the top rail. A good fastball from Baird, and it's a full count. Brooks, 6 walks, 11 strikeouts against right-handers. A .758 OPS. Baird is waiting and looking at his left wristband for the pitch call. Now he fires his payoff pitch. Fought off by Dallas Brooks. He will get another offering.
Brooks just a tad late on that outer third fastball, spraying it foul, but that was a line shot. You see a lot of these patient competitive at-bats worked by the Commodores catcher. Today is no different.
Baird is fanned 2 Commodores today, looking for a third. Here's another payoff pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. Second walk of the day drawn by Falmouth hitters. And again, a leadoff base runner to start an inning, and that's Dallas Brooks. Gavin Gregor now the hitter.
And with how great of a contact guy Gavin Gregor is, and then with Fabio Peralta at the top of the order, does Bo McMillan signal Gregor to bunt here? I'm not entirely sure. You have Hawk in at the grass at third, potentially anticipating the Commodores doing that. It gets late early in these playoff games, Andrew. A 1-run lead, top of the third inning, can feel like the 6th in the regular season.
The pressure starting to feel like it's really been ratcheted up. It is the playoffs after all. And the first pitch as Gregor tries to bunt. Seems like he was in between on whether to commit to it or pull it back, and he tipped it back to the netting. There's a dog in the park that's seemingly having an unpleasant time. Making some noise back there. 0-1. Gregor from the left-hand side of the plate, with Dallas Brooks leading off at first. Gregor squares to bunt, hits it down the left-hand side. The third baseman fields and throws. It's a low one, but Hawk has it there. Moves the runner up. A sacrifice bunt from Gavin Gregor's the first down of the top of the third.
And you could see Hawk on the balls of his feet, ready to see if he could have any dying chance of nabbing Dallas Brooks at second. The one-head fake, then throws to first. Nice pick in the dirt, by the way, by Max Farrell. That was a bit of a tougher throw from Hawk than originally anticipated.
Fabio Peralta steps on in to the batter's box for the Commodores. Far and away the at-bat leader in the regular season. Took 125 at-bats. The next closest is Austin Maley, who only had 107 for the Commodores in the regular season. Dallas Brooks into scoring position, the first man in scoring position for the Commodores tonight, with Peralta at the plate. First pitch to him is a foul tip off of his shin, and it's 0-1. Middle of July, we saw Peralta just spraying the ball to the opposite field. His exit velocity really took a jump. Hit 256 on the regular season, but in July, closer to 300. The 0-1 on the way. Fastball high. Baird, a fastball-heavy guy. He's been fastball change and small or sweeping slider that he's utilized today. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Falmouth trails by 1 in the top of the third. Baird's pitch is a curveball ripped, and a diving stop by Farrell at first keeps Dallas Brooks on the second base bag. A incredible defensive play from Max Farrell gives Bourne the second out of the inning.
Yeah, full layout to the backhand side. That was spanked right on the nose by Fabio Peralta. How about the top of this batting order? Not only can they put balls in play and see pitches deep in at-bats, but of the 187 hits by the Commodores this summer, 35% of them plus have been accounted for between the bats of Fabio Peralta and now the man at the plate in Braden Jeffries.
Jeffries hit .340, had a torrential start to his summer, a 14-game hit streak, a 19-game on-base streak that started his summer, and he takes outside for the first pitch. It's 1-0. Jeffries stands in as a left-handed hitting third baseman. I've been talking about the lefty versus righty splits all night. That is very true for Jeffries, who's hitting almost 400 against righties and below 200 against lefties. He faces the righty Baird, and the 1-0 is ripped into center field, and an easy play there for Bolton puts it away right on a line for out number 3. Falmouth leaves one man in scoring position, and we go to the bottom of the third. 1 for the Braves, none for the Commodores here on Cape League TV.
To dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else. Dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
Back at Durham Park as the Commodores are down 1-0 to the Bourne Braves early on as we head to the bottom of the third. Timmy Weiss on hand, and one bright spot for the Commodores as of late. Ending the regular season, A.J. Putty hit 3 home runs in 3 days and actually ended the season on a 4-game extra base hit streak as well. He became the only Commodore in that streak to hit 3 home runs on the season as well during that streak. But I actually talked to him before the game because things weren't always so easy for him this season. He had 1 extra base hit through 14 games until that streak, and he said the main thing for him that helped him was that he really loosened up recently, and his approach by being loose at the plate has helped him get a lot more extra base hits. Guys?
Putty has been tearing up at the plate so far in the last week of the season. Timmy, thank you. And the first pitch to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the third, Rustin Rigdon, is a strike. A good changeup from Putnam. He's ready to go, and his 0-1 on the way downstairs. Changeup slider. Putnam primarily a 3-pitch guy, but he's settled in really nicely after getting hit around a bit in the first. And the 1-1 pitch fouled off of the body of Rustin Rigdon, right off the dish, and then right off the numbers.
Yeah, walk, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, a run, 1 earned through 2+, but nice job settling down, as you mentioned, Andrew, after the bottom of the first.
1-2 misses up and away to Rigdon. It's 2-2. Flew out to center to Fabio Peralta his first time up. Couple of speedy players, Peralta and Rigdon. Rigdon takes downstairs a slider, evens the count up. It's 3-2, or rather makes it full, I should say. And the pitch on the way from Putnam, sliced foul to the left side. It'll land on top of the concession stand over there in left field. The first of 4 playoff games today has gone final. Harwich beats Brewster 4-0. And the 3-2 pitch from Putnam. A swing and a drive into left center field. Peralta ranges over to his right, puts it away for the first out.
Seen some hard pieces of contact on both sides today by the Braves and Commodores to center field. Rustin Rigdon twice, 0 for 2 now with 2 flyouts. Braden Jeffries to end the top of the third. Tommy Harrison to end the top of the first.
And Matt Bolton, who hit a sac fly into center to bring home Riker Waite, steps on up. The other games going on, Chatham at Yarmouth Dennis, their first game. It's the pitch from Putnam. He misses a slider outside, never got around it. Chatham ahead 9-2 on Yarmouth Dennis in the bottom of the 8th, and then the other West Division series, Catuit and Hyannis. Putnam's pitch misses downstairs. Hyannis up 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd over there at McKeon Park.
Yeah, how about Chatham? They've been coming on strong lately. 7 wins in their last 10 to conclude the regular season. 2-game heater entering the playoffs.
As long as you get in, anything can happen. 2-0s downstairs, evens it up, or rather moves it to 3-0. And you have to imagine Bolton probably keeps the bat on the shoulder here. Putnam ready, lifts his left leg, winds and deals, and it's a get-me-over fastball for the first strike.
19 walks for the Braves center fielder in 38 games, Andrew.
And 13 runs batted in the regular season to boot. He swings and misses at a fastball. It's 3-2. Good job by Putnam to work his way back.
That's the thing about Colby, only 6 walks in 19 innings. Keeps the ball around the strike zone.
He's already ready to go. Here's the full count pitch with 1 out. And it's a foul ball off to the left side once again. Late on a fastball was Matt Bolton.
Like I mentioned, Bourne only 6th in the strikeout department. 2nd highest batting average. You know they're going to give you a great at-bat every time.
3 straight balls from Putnam and now a pair of strikes. Another 3-2 pitch. Downstairs, ball 4, but just by a hair. Putnam asks, hey, was that downstairs or was that a little outside? And Sam Finn says, yep, just by a hair. And that's a leadoff, or rather a 1-out walk in this 3rd inning for Matt Bolton. Brings up Luke Costello, who also walked his last time up.
And Costello, while he might not be doing it with the batting average, slightly under the team total with 230, 23 RBIs in 34 games. He finds ways to manufacture runs with guys on base.
Putnam comes set, working off the middle of the rubber. Turns and throws to first. Tag applied, but late. Luke Costello walked his first time up, hit for an average of 230 this season, but 23 runs batted in. Led the Bourne Braves in that metric. First pitch is hit well out to left center. Ranging back and looking at it is Peralta. He makes the catch in the alley in left center. And returning to first is Matt Bolton. Good play by Fabio Peralta for the 2nd out.
Yeah, whenever a fly ball's hit, whether it's sharply high arcing to center, you don't even hold your breath. You just calm down. You know Fabio Peralta's there, and he covers ground that most outfielders on Cape Cod could not.
Well, I made the mistake of looking at Carter White because I thought the ball was slicing over, but Peralta got a great beat on it, made the play look easy. A couple of flyouts induced from Colby Putnam, and brings up Berkeley Mabius with 1 on and 2 out. Putnam takes his time, and now he snaps back to first. Falmouth with a lot of pitchers who are pitch to contact guys, not crazy velocity, but it's kept them in a lot of ball games this year. And especially ones that their offense has turned the heat up. Another check to first, but he gives the baseball right back. It's a 1-0 game for the Braves. They lead in the bottom of the 3rd. There's 2 away. Berkeley Mabius, the 5-hole hitting catcher, is to the plate, and now the runner goes. Throw on the way from Brooks, it's low, and the ball kicks away, and now heading for 3rd, and picking the ball up, Luigi's going to throw to 3rd, and the ball kicks away once again, but stopping at 3rd and wisely covering it up is Colby Putnam.
Give him an inch, he'll take a yard, Andrew.
Putnam covered the bag, and Matt Bolton able to get 2 bases for the price of 1 on a throw that got away from the shortstop Matthew Farner. And if it didn't hit off the dugout wall, that is another run for Bourne if it went into the dugout, if that ball would have gone out of play. Pitch was a strike. It's an 0-1 count with a runner at 3rd. Outside in the opposite batter's box to Berkeley Mabius. It's 1-1.
And with that low throw, which bounced on the grass halfway between the pitcher's mound and second base, Matthew Farner's got to anticipate that a little bit better, knock it down, keep it in front of him.
They'll mark it E2 as that fastball misses a hair high to Berkeley Mabius. Bolton stole 5 bags in the regular season. That his first of the postseason. And a slider in off the hands from Mabius is into left field. Carter White makes the catch for the 3rd out. The Braves strand another. That's their fourth man stranded on base, third in scoring position this evening. We're through 3, 1-0 Braves on Cape League TV.
We have 2 brand new contestants.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
3, 4, and 5 for the Commodores batting lineup due up in the top of the fourth. Carter White, Tommy Harrison, Matthew Farner. Little bit of power here in this top of the fourth here for the Commodores. See if they can make anything of it.
Yeah, I would certainly love to see it. I mentioned Tommy Harrison's loud contact in his first at-bat, Carter White with a good at-bat, and Matthew Farner with an infield single his last time up. So if there's any time for the Commodores to get it going, it's right now. You've left 3 runners on base through the first 3 innings. You don't want to let Tyler Baird get comfortable the second time through the order.
And he's working through the second time of the order right now. Baird so far has 2 strikeouts, 2 walks in the 3 innings he's pitched. He's only allowed 1 hit and has held the Doors scoreless to this point. It's a 1-0 ball game as we're through a third of it. We go top 4. We're so happy to have you with us. It's the best time of year, playoff baseball. There's really nothing like it in this world.
Yeah,
especially an elimination game. I know it's just game 1, but a best-of-3 series, you're going to have 2 elimination games, no doubt about it.
For those of us who live in the sports world, I think Andy Williams was mistaken calling Christmas the most wonderful time of the year. It's playoff baseball always, whether it's October, August, the heightened anticipation. It's awesome.
Ready to go in the top of the fourth. Tyler Baird working in to his 4th inning. He was pulled after 2 1/3 the last time he faced Falmouth. Pop up, foul territory, left side on the first pitch to Carter White. And Berkeley Mabius is there to make the catch for a quick first out.
The DH, number 36.
Brings up Tommy Harrison, the left-handed hitting power bat. And the cleanup hitter. Lined out to center his first time. Falmouth a little bit unlucky at times today. The ground ball double play didn't even require a throw to second as the tag was applied to Matthew Farner in the second on a grounder from A.J. Putty. And then a couple of really hard hit baseballs. An excellent stop at first from Max Farrell. And Harrison takes a strike on a fastball. It's 0-1. 1 gone, a 1-run lead for the Braves. Top of the fourth. And the pitch on the way. 0-2, catches the inside corner. Good slider. Sun's starting to set just at 7 p.m. here on Cape Cod. Here's the 0-2 to Harrison in the dirt. It's a textbook 0-2 pitch. See if you can make Harrison look a little silly on a slider.
300 average for Harrison in 11 games. Can do it with the power and with the average.
330 feet to the left field foul pole. 300 down the line and right. Sort of a pesky pole adjacent as it gets pretty deep out there and right. Here's the 1-2. A high chopper to the right-hand side. And the second baseman, Rigdon's got it. His throw to first is there for out number 2. And the batter is Matthew Farner, the shortstop.
You can see Rigdon shade his eyes and try and make judgment as to whether he would play back on the high bounce or come in on the short hop, but he figured with Tommy Harrison, who had good speed at the lefty batter's box, beats him by just 2 steps.
So Farner steps on in with the only single of the day, and it was an infield single Tyler Baird looks much more confident than the last time the Commodores faced him. First pitch and a half-hearted swing. Farner shakes his head and steps out of the batter's box. It's 0-1. Was distinctly fooled on that slider downstairs. And quickly ready for the 0-1 is Baird. That catches the top half of the zone. Jack Dom telling the home plate umpire Sam Finn that ball was up, and he has a good case for it. 0-2 with 2 outs. The Braves protecting a 1-0 lead. And the pitch upstairs in the same spot as the last pitch, but no frame attempt there. And it's a 1-2 count. Farner has a very hot bat in batting practice. Hit over 10 home runs at North Florida this past spring. Still looking for that first big swing here on the Cape. 1-2 outside.
Berkeley Mabius wanted to steal a strike 3
yes,
call
he did.
right there. He was in anticipation of it. Set up over the outside corner, just tugs in the breaking ball right over the outer lip of the plate.
In the top of the fourth, it's a 1-0 lead for the Braves. The 2-2 pitch, and that one caught Berkeley Mabius up high. Not sure where exactly, but he's going to take some time as that ball kicks away. The count's full. Berkeley spent 2 seasons, freshman and sophomore year, at the University of Oregon. Hit .286 with the Ducks in the Big Ten in 55 games this spring with an .890 OPS. .693 OPS out here with the Woodbats. And the 3-2 with 2 outs from Baird. And a ground ball to the right-hand side over the first baseman Farrell's head. And Farner's going to head for second, rather stop in no man's land as Costello did a good job over there in right of getting to that ball quickly. Second single of the day, a high chopper.
Second baseman,
hitting it right into the ground has seemed to work for Matthew
Yeah,
Farner.
and same one of that form. I was just going to say, I thought a double for a second, but you want to take the conservative route, just move the chains, just like in football. With runners on base, and a couple guys on, especially for Jeff Luigi, who's a good contact hitter.
Maybe a little bit in between on the decision-making, didn't take the best path around the base. So 1 on, 2 gone, it's Matthew Farner. And a check to first. Farner glides back in. Baird takes a breath, looks over his left shoulder at first. In his 4th inning of work, he kicks and fires. First pitch to Jeff Luigi, taken high for a ball. Weather today, 78 degrees at first pitch. Feels a little cooler than that as we've gotten ourselves into the shade here. And there's a bit of a breeze, but does not show on the flagpole in dead center field. A ball, no strikes to Jeff Luigi. Pitch on the way, down and inside. A back pick attempt from Mabius. On the throw, pulls Farrell wide. No tag applied. Farner's there. Baird at 53 pitches, 33 strikes to this point. So both starters up above 50 pitches through the first 3 innings that they've thrown. Runner on first is Matthew Farner. Falmouth trying to get back tied at this game. It's 1-0. Slider misses inside. Luigi turns away from it. It's 3-0 rather.
With A.J. Putty on deck, this at-bat huge for Jeff Luigi, especially considering Putty's track the last few days.
Farner leads at first. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Luigi, a fastball right down the middle. Easy take decision that time from Jeff. And it's 3-1. Pretty much a perfect night for baseball. Not too warm, not too cool. The humidity from the last couple of days is gone, so that's a welcome sight. Here's the 3-1. Ripped into left. Racing after it is Osterhaus. He makes a leaping catch to rob Luigi of an extra base hit. Incredible defensive plays from the Bourne Braves. We're through 3.5, bottom of the 4th, with Milano, Farrell, and Osterhaus up to the plate for Bourne when we come back.
Check walk and wait times are scheduled.
Introducing Open Cape, the local nonprofit internet service provider in this region. Open Cape's fast and reliable network is 100% fiber optic, providing affordable internet connectivity. To learn more, visit opencape.org and always speak with a live Open Cape representative. Open Cape, providing choice and competition for your home or business and the official internet provider of your Falmouth Commodores.
We are Open Cape.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financing journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
As we enter the bottom of the fourth here at Doran Park, we remind you that Eastern Propane and Oil is proud to support Cape Cod's hometown heroes in the CCBL. If you are an active duty military member, a veteran, police, fire, EMT personnel, you're eligible for a discount. Visit eastern.com for more information. Eastern Propane and Oil, proud to serve those who serve. Gabriel Milano is up to the plate. He'll be followed by Max Farrell and Justin Osterhaus. Osterhaus, who made that leaping catch in left center to rob Jeff Luigi of extra bases to end the top of the fourth. Putnam fires a slider downstairs, a swing and a miss from Milano, and away we go in the bottom of the fourth.
Saw Milano talk with Fabio Peralta pregame.
A one grounded foul on the right-hand side. Milano, teammates at Miami. Milano played in 28 games, 80 at-bats, and a .313 batting average. 4 homers in his freshman year at Miami. 0-2 up and away. Slugged .830, or rather an OPS of .832. Did not slug .832 as a freshman. And the 1-2. Slider missed upstairs, maybe a hair outside as well. We don't have the best angle on outside-inside pitches from where we're at. And the 2-2 on the way from Putnam. That's a pop-up into the shallow left field. Brayden Jeffries and Matthew Farner converging on it, but Carter White makes the call. Good defensive communication. He puts it away for the first out.
Baseball just seemingly finds Carter White. 3 of the opening 10 outs recorded by the Commodores today have been in the glove of the Falmouth left fielder.
Brings up Max Farrell, singled and stole a bag in the second. Was stranded at second in that frame. Farrell 3 for 10 in the regular season, and Colby Putnam is going to reject another baseball. He'll get a fresh one in his glove, make sure it's good. Seems to be to his liking. He's ready to go. Tan and black glove in Gardner Webb colors at his chin. From the windup, he kicks and fires. Slider there for a strike. On Max Farrell, it's 0-1. Falmouth with no runs, 2 hits. They've committed 1 error in the field. Bourne scored the first and only run of this ball game in the home half of the first inning. They've got 3 hits. 0-1, same spot. Slider called for a strike. It's 0-2.
And Brooks was set up over the inside corner. Didn't really have to steal it, though, just because it caught the outer third of the plate.
He gives a sign to Colby Putnam. Comes set and fires. He winds and delivers. 0-2. Shatters the bat. It's a 1-hop to Luigi at second. He throws to first. Putty reaches and stabs it out of the air for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 31.
That bat broke in a very bizarre way.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even see the baseball for a moment until I saw Jeff Luigi move his body towards the 1-hopper. And you're right, good job by A.J. Putty holding the bag. Throw a little bit off center from Luigi.
6'4", rising sophomore at Illinois. You start every game pretty much in a Power 4 conference as a freshman. You've got tools that your teams trust, and A.J. Putty fits that bill. First pitch on the way to Osterhaus. It's sliced foul to the left. Osterhaus with a fly out to Carter White. His first time to the plate. Hit .206 in his summer with the Braves. Last summer with the Commodores, hit .258. He takes inside. 35 games and 124 at-bats for Osterhaus for the Commodores last summer. Kick in the delivery, the 1-1 is popped into shallow left field once again. Who's going to make the catch? It's this time the shortstop Matthew Farner who makes the call, puts it away with the tip of his glove to end the bottom of the fourth. We go top 5, almost halfway through this one. We're humming right along on Cape League TV. First game of the CCBL playoffs presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
Introducing Open Cape, the local nonprofit internet service provider in this region. Open Cape's fast and reliable network is 100% fiber optic, providing affordable internet connectivity. To learn more, visit opencape.org and always speak with a live Open Cape representative. Open Cape, providing choice and competition for your home or business and the official internet provider of your Falmouth Commodores.
We are Open Cape.
Veolia North America is a proud supporter of the CCBL. Veolia North America offers a full spectrum of water, waste, and energy management services, including water and wastewater treatment, energy consulting, resource recovery, and more. Headquartered in Boston, Veolia has more than 10,000 employees, working at more than 350 locations across the continent. To learn more, visit Veolia North America. That's VEOLIA NorthAmerica.com. Both pitchers have had themselves solid days. Tyler Baird for Bourne works into the 5th inning as we get started with A.J. Putty, Dallas Brooks, and Gavin Greger up for the Commodores. 1-0 the score. Bourne had a sac fly in the first, and no runs have crossed the plate since.
28, A.J. Putty.
Bit of a pitcher's duel is what we've got on our hands here, Farrell.
Yeah, the exact opposite of what we saw last week in that 13-9 game, but this is what you anticipate come playoff time.
Wind in the deal from Tyler Baird. It's downstairs on a slider, and we start the top of the 5th. 5 hits combined, only the 1 run. Falmouth's got 2 base hits, both of them singles. Bourne with 3 base hits, 2 singles and a double. Kick in the deal from Baird. It's a high chopper to the third base side. Fielded by Hawk. He's going to zip the throw to first. Easy first out for the Braves defense. Austin Hawk on a great play.
Number 20, Dallas Brooks.
Seems as if so far today Tyler Baird has maybe read the scouting report on the Commodores homering in 5 straight games. He's stayed away from that rail high fastball at the letters, and I think that's worked to his advantage. Changeup and breaking balls galore at the bottom of the zone. It's kept the Commodores hitters guessing.
And pitching such an important part of this point in the summer. And both guys for these 2 squads with solid outings to this point. Dallas Brooks takes a pitch down low at his shins for ball 1. Pretty efficient as well for both of these guys. Baird just threw his 60th pitch of the night. And he's into his 5th inning. And Baird is going to get called out, or rather, maybe ask for a new baseball by the home plate umpire, Sam Finn, as that one got scuffed up in the dirt. The ball's scuffed. It moves in unpredictable and unnatural ways, so umpires try and get the scuffed up baseballs out of the game. And then the 1-0 is golfed into left field. Into no man's land, racing and after it is Osterhaus. He slides, and he's done it again. Oh my goodness, Justin Osterhaus is a highlight reel in left field, robbing Dallas Brooks of a base hit.
Goodness gracious, that time it's a sliding basket catch. Last time it was over the shoulders. He's Superman out there. I can't believe what we're seeing, Andrew. Wow.
Unbelievable stuff from the Bourne left fielder, Justin Osterhaus. And that strips away a base hit from Dallas Brooks. It's up to Gavin Greger to get something started here in the 5th. Almost halfway through this ballgame, it's a 1-0 lead for Bourne. And the first pitch to Greger. He swings and dribbles one up the middle. Caught by the shortstop Riker Waite. Shuffles onto first for a 1-2-3 inning for the Commodores at the plate. Baird's through 5, and he's done an excellent job. Colby Putnam returns to the mound for the Commodores. On the other side of the break as Farrell Hudson takes over the play-by-play microphone. It's 1-0 Bourne, halfway through this ball game, bottom of the 5th coming your way.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Milton Cat is proud to power the Cape all summer long. 1-0 Braves as we head home half of the 5th from Doran Park. This is Game 1 of the West Division semifinals here in the 2026 Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs, presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply. Farrell Hudson alongside Andrew Hilsman, the 3rd member of our crew, Timmy Weiss. Our great producers, Matt Campbell, Lyndon Stills, Skylar Ellis on hand. 6th meeting of the season between West Division rivals, and Andrew, it's been a textbook outing for both starters so far. On the side of Colby Putnam, he's gone 4 innings of work, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 run, and 1 earned.
Yeah, very similar starts for both guys, especially if Putnam can work his way through the 5th. Neither guy's getting hit around too much, both with 2 walks, both with 2 strikeouts. Good pitching to contact and some great defensive plays, especially from the Bourne defense tonight.
9-1-2 in the Braves order. Huck, Waite, and Rigdon. It's Austin Huck, right-handed hitting 3rd baseman to lead off. Already matchup, bases empty. Bottom of the 5th, a 1-0 lead for the Bravos. Putnam into his wind, and the first pitch is rolled on the ground past Jeffries at 3rd. The backhand side, a shortstop, Farner can't come up with it. Knocks it down in the infield, and reaching with an infield single to lead off the 5th is Austin Hawk.
I think Putnam's really going to have to find a way to get through this 5th inning. If Falmouth can get 5 innings out of their starter in every game of this postseason, I think they'd be happy. But single that's just in the perfect spot, right through the 5-6 hole. Farner knocked it down, but it would have been a single nonetheless.
Commodores a bit of an anemic day offensively so far. The first pitch to Riker Waite is a fastball high, and it's 1-0. Waite, the lefty hitting shortstop in the leadoff spot, led off the bottom of the 1st with a booming double in the left center gap. And he bounced on the ground to A.J. Putty at 1st in the bottom of the 2nd. Putnam snaps and throws back to 1st.
Hawk had a really good read on Putnam's pickoff move that time. He was taking his jump to go to 2nd or back to 1st right as Putnam turned.
Putnam set at the belt. Into his wind, the 1-0 delivery is high. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 lead for the Braves in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. Colby Putnam's 2-0 pitch just misses the top 3rd, and it's ball 3. As Sam Finn, the home plate umpire, steps out in front of the plate.
I think there might have been something that got in his eye there. Maybe off the pop of the glove of Dallas Brooks.
Now we saw that
a speck of dirt
earlier innings with Berkeley Mabius, Bourne Braves catcher. 3-0 offering on the way. Righty-lefty matchup, 1 on, nobody out, and it's high for ball 4. Second base runner to reach to lead off the bottom of the fifth. An infield single for Hawk. He now advances to second on the walk from the leadoff hitter Waite, and there's 2 on for the Bravos with nobody out.
Second baseman, number 23.
Yeah, with Waite's speed, I wouldn't be shocked if you try and go for a double steal here if you're Bourne. Falmouth's going to have to be careful of it. And the infield playing a double play depth. Corner infielders playing on the edge of the grass. Middle infielders playing deep in the hole.
Jeffries just in from the third base bag. 15 feet in and squaring to bunt and drawing it back, taking a fastball outside is Rustin Rigdon. It's exactly what you mentioned, manufacturing another run, so integral for the Braves, especially knowing what's coming next with the Commodores bullpen. They're seeing arguably the best arm they'll see all day on the Commodores side in Colby Putnam. 2 on, nobody out, righty-lefty matchup. Putnam's 1-0 delivery, bunted down the third baseline beautifully. Braden Jeffries is going to see if it rolls foul, and it will. How about that? The waiting is the hardest part, but patience is a virtue, and it's a long strike one.
Wow. Well, that's some experience at third. I think Braden Jeffries has played that position a couple of times in his life, waiting as long as he could and waiting for the ball to spin and slope away from the bag, and that's exactly what it did. Maybe it started breaking towards the foul side no more than 5 feet away from the third base bag. That was a great read by a veteran third baseman there. Impressive.
Rustin Rigdon, a .246 hitter, 0 for 2 in the ballgame. 2 fly balls to Fabio Peralta in center. Hawk is off a second, Waits off a first. Putnam a peek at Hawk off of second. Deep breath and the 1-1 delivery. Squaring to bunt, drawing it back again is Rigdon, and he'll take the changeup away. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Commodores. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for Bourne. Putnam's 2-1. Bunting and drawing it back. Fastball inside, almost clipped the feet between the knees and the feet of Rigdon. 3 balls and a strike.
Have to find a way to bear down and just get the ball put in play or get an out here. Bases loaded, nobody out is disaster for Falmouth.
Putnam set, the 3-ball, 1 strike delivery. Squaring to bunt, drawing it back and taking ball 4. Second consecutive walk issued by the right-hander Putnam. And the bases are loaded for the Bravos with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder, number 28, Matt Bolton.
Now you got one of your most solid contact guys on Scott Lander's side coming to the plate. It's Matt Bolton as the manager of the Commodores, Jack Dom, makes the slow trot out to the mound and makes the motion. And 4+ will be all on the afternoon for Colby Putnam. So Dom goes to the bullpen, 1-0 lead for the Bravos. We'll look to see who the new reliever is in just a moment. We'll be back in a flash on Cape League TV.
On behalf of the Cape Cod Baseball League, we would like to thank the following league partners for their continued support: Veolia North America, Wilson Sporting Goods, Yawkey Foundation, Netting Pros, Falmouth Publishing Company, Butler Sporting Goods, Sports Picks, Margaritaville Resort Cape Cod, Sunderland Printing, Del Mar Vacation Rentals, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support. On behalf of the Cape Cod Baseball League, we would like to thank the following league partners for their continued support: Cape Space, Cape Cod 5, Cisco Brewers, Cape Cod Healthcare, Hampton Inn, Franklin Sports, Highline Cruises, Jersey Mike's, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
Welcome back to Dorn Park in the bottom of the 5th inning. A 1-0 lead for the Bravos. Bases loaded for the center fielder, Matt Bolton, and a new pitcher in the ballgame. Jack Dom opts to the lefty reliever and the most consistent arm out of his bullpen all summer, Andrew. That's Casey Murphy.
Yeah, 3.90 ERA in his 27 2/3 innings pitched. That number of innings pitched leads the Commodores. He has been so consistent. 11 appearances. This will be his 12th of the summer. He's finished 3 games. 32 strikeouts to just 14 walks. He's only allowed 1 home run all year. He's been really solid. A good stopper, a medium throwing, hard throwing left-hander, a lower arm slot, and after a lower velocity right-hander, this is a good spot to switch up the look for the Falmouth Commodores. Kason Murphy can hopefully come in and get a strikeout and then maybe a ground ball to end this inning, or just keep the ball away from some barrels and get a couple of outs by way of the K.
All lefty matchup to begin Murphy's outing. It's the center fielder Matt Bolton with Hawk off of third, Waite off of second, Rigdon off of first, nobody out. 1-0 lead for the Braves, bottom 5. Change-up, swing and a miss, beautifully executed at the knees, and it's 0-1.
And Murphy's fastball sits in that 93 to 94, sometimes gets up to 95, that range.
Putty's on the lip of the infield grass, so is Braden Jeffries. Commodores pinching in at the corners. Middle infield back at double play depth. 0-1, dropped in for a called strike. Another off-speed pitch, that time letter high, and it's 0-2.
Changing up the eye level that time. Murphy can go outside, just make sure it's something that Brooks can handle behind the dish.
Murphy comes set, deep breath left side of the rubber, the breaking ball inside to Bolton. But a nice start process nonetheless.
Bolton turned away from it, and Bolton crowds the plate too. He stands really close to the dish to try and take away the inside part of the plate from the pitcher.
The Wilson Contreras of the Cape Cod League, if you will. 1-2 home. Breaking ball, called strike 3 at the knees, outside corner, and Bolton's a bystander. He's gone for the first out at the bottom of the 5th. The first out recorded by Kason Murphy, and it's by way of the backwards K.
Perfect spot from Murph right there. That's exactly what you want. Get the first strikeout, and now you can maybe start being a little more aggressive. Of course, nothing over the middle of a plate against Costello, who's hit righty or hit lefties well all year. He'll have to be careful.
First offering is low and inside. Nice stop from Brooks to the right-handed hitting left fielder, Luke Costello. 1-0 count on the Bourne righty. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom 5. The Bravos with a 1-0 lead. Murphy fires the 1-0, and it's lined down the right field line. Will it still stay fair, racing over towards the corner, and yes, it's a fair ball. Gregor can't come up with it. Coming in to score, Hawk. Waite behind him, and Rigdon coming in to score behind him. Relay throw not in time. Throw to third. Tag applied, not in time. A bases-clearing triple off the bat of Luke Costello, and Bourne leads 4-0.
Well, it just stayed fair by the thinnest of margins there in right. And with how deep right field gets out there, there's not much that Gregor could do. And great speed on the base pass. Clean them all up. What a swing from Costello. He was late on it, too. But just got it to drop, and that couldn't end up being the difference. Falmouth needs to come up with something offensively. It needs to get out of this inning as soon as they can.
So a 3-run, 2-hit bottom of the 5th against 2 different pitchers, and now a 4-run, 3-hit bottom of the 5th. That's lined in the gap in right center. Gregor will chase it down on an RBI double from Berkeley Mabius, and it's now 5-0 Bravos.
Well, Mabius knows that the best pitch he's going to get is probably the first pitch right there, and Murphy just leaves one over the heart of the plate, and Mabius does his job with it. His second base hit, and another run batted in, and bases are clear once again, 5-0.
Gabriel Milano comes to the plate with 1 out.
Big inning has just killed Falmouth all year. It's been the kryptonite. Need to find one of their own. They've got a bit of time, though.
Lefty-lefty matchup, 1 out, bottom 5. First pitch to Milano, low and away. Milano struck out to end the first. His first trip to the plate. A fly ball to Carter White in left in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 from Kason Murphy. Rolled on the ground right side of the infield. Playing the hop is Jeff Luigi. Throws to first low, but scooped out of the dirt by Putty, and that's the second out. Moving up to third is Mabius.
The first baseman, number 5.
Well, outs are going to be your best friend here, and coming into the game with the bases juiced is never an easy thing to do. Murphy struck out the first batter he faced, but Costello just too good of a hitter to let that continue, and Mabius followed it up. Well, not an easy ground out, but still threatening. With an out to play with here are the Bravos.
5-0 Braves, bottom 5, 2 out. Kason Murphy deals, fastball called strike inside corner, and it's 0-1 on the righty hitting first baseman Max Farrell. Farrell 1 for 2 in the ball game. A single in the bottom of the second to lead off, and a bouncer on the ground to Jeff Luigi in the bottom of the fourth. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball outside. So as it stands right now, the final line for Colby Putnam, 4 innings of work, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 4 runs, all 4 of them earned. Jeffries plays back at third, outfield at medium depth. Rest of the infield towards the lip of the outfield grass. 1-1 way high on another breaking ball from Murphy, and it's now 2 balls and a strike on Farrell.
Yeah, just struggling to locate the slider against a right-handed hitter in Max Farrell. You don't want to leave it over the heart of the plate because that really gets hit up. But you got to make it competitive.
2-1 pitch incoming from Kason Murphy with 2 outs as Farrell pops it up. Long run for Dallas Brooks, who dives and makes a nice grab in foul territory towards the Bourne dugout, and that ends the bottom of the 5th inning. But a bit of a tough one for the Falmouth Commodores. 4 runs coming to score on 3 hits, no errors committed, and 1 runner left on base as we move it to the 6th, 5-0 Braves, here on Doors on the Radio on Cape League TV.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just 1 click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
The Better Business Bureau is a proud supporter of the Cape Cod Baseball League. For trust that's built locally, turn to the Better Business Bureau. BBB helps you find businesses you can rely on and avoid scams. Before you make your next play off the field, visit BBB.com. Now enjoy the game. Well, Tyler Baird is still out there to begin the top of the 6th for the Bourne Braves, who bestow a 5-0 advantage over their division rival Falmouth Commodores. You're listening to the 2026 CCBL playoffs presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. Farrell Hudson and Andrew Hillsman on hand, and Andrew, a tough inning there for the Commodores. Bourne plates 4 runs, they're most of the game. Commodores have not come back this season from a 5-0 deficit. Gets late early, and the top of the order will help try and erase that here in the 6th.
Yeah, if it's going to happen, it's got to happen right now. You've got your best hitters in Peralta, Jeffries, White, Harrison up to the plate right now. Putty to follow later, but you have to really get at least 1 or 2 back to get the confidence going and make sure the dugout doesn't get too reserved and a little bit down on their luck. But they've been hitting the ball hard at points, but just at the Braves in the outfield. And it's just been a little bit of unlucky baseball offensively for Falmouth to this point.
So Baird, who has not allowed a run, not allowed a hit since the 4th inning, only 2 in the ball game. Commodores have stranded 4 runners. They'll look to course correct here in the top of the 6th. With the top of the order due up, Fabio Peralta stands in. And the first offering from the righty, Baird is hammered deep down the right field line, racing towards the corner, just foul by the 300-foot mark, as indicated by our first base umpire in Joe Gravina. So giving it a ride was Peralta, but it's to no avail for the Commodores. He just yanked it wide of the pole.
That's what I'm talking about, just a hair foul. And Peralta is just going to take his slow walk back to first. He knows he just missed it.
Commodores thought first pitch a lot of the time last time out against Tyler Baird, in which they deposited 12 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned through 2 1/3 against the righty starter just 7 nights ago at Gov Fuller Field. Also a game in which Colby Putnam got the start. This time Putnam goes 4+ innings of work, and the 0-1 on the way to Peralta is a fastball high. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th, 5-0 lead for the Bourne Braves here on Doors on the Radio on Cape League TV. Fabio's 0 for 2 in the ball game, a backwards K and a bouncer to first. 1-1 pitch, outside, ball 2.
So Peralta just has to bear in and make sure that the rest of this at-bat is good after that excellent first pitch swing.
2-1 offering, lined down the left field line. That's a base hit. Rolling towards the corner. Peralta steams around first. He's coasting towards second, and he gets in there with a stand-up double to lead off the top of the 6th.
Well, there we go. We were talking about Peralta's ability to hit the ball to both fields earlier today, Farrell, and that time just sneaks one around the third base bag. And now as long as Baird is in this game, this is where Falmouth needs to capitalize. Baird's maybe a little bit tired, approaching 70 pitches. And Peralta with great speed on second. Jeffries has got to find a way to bring him in here.
The 289 leadoff hitter, who had himself 5 doubles in 51 games at Miami, now has his 7th in 36 games with the Commodores. It's Braden Jeffries in from the left side against the righty Baird, with Peralta dancing off a second, and the first offering is fouled down the left field line off the bat of Jeffries.
I like the first pitch swinging aspect, and maybe threw the hands at it a little bit too hard there, but it's a good pitch to swing at, especially if you can put it into left field like Peralta just did.
Peralta tied for the Cape League in stolen bases, as Andrew mentioned, with 19. 0-1 is high for ball 1 to Braden Jeffries. 1-1 with Peralta off of second. Braden 0 for 2 in the ball game. A bouncer to Rigdon at second in the top of the first, and a fly ball to Bolton in center to conclude the top of the third. Baird, a lanky frame from the middle of the rubber, into his wind, delivers, and the fastball high and away. 2 balls and a strike on Jeffries.
Looks like there is a right-hander, I think a right-hander warming up in the Bourne bullpen. Actually, no, there is a lefty down there. It would make sense that Bourne would bring in a lefty after the right-hander Baird is into his 6th inning here.
Baird's 2-1 offering. Breaking ball line foul from Jeffries up against the screen. It's 2-2.
Yeah, just didn't see it right out of the hand and got underneath it a little bit. Reset himself.
So far for the right-hander Tyler Baird, 5 innings of work, 3 hits, no runs, no earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 2-2 offering incoming to the left-handed hitting Jeffries with nobody out. Deep breath from Baird into his wind, home, and the fastball flown foul again behind home plate.
So Jeffries got the foot in the ground a little late there on that swing. It was a fastball that would have been upstairs, but so much ride on the heater from Baird. Looks like a great pitch to offer out of the hands from the point of view of Jeffries.
Jeffries, a .340 hitter, awaits the 2-2, and a snap throw back to second from the right-hander Baird to Waite covering at second base. The shortstop applied the tag on the wrong side of the bag, and Peralta scoots back in. Jeffries at .393 on base percentage, 34 hits, 6 extra base hits, and 6 RBIs in his opening 25 games in his Commodores tenure. Fastball inside for ball 3 as Jeffries has worked a full count. 3-2, nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th. 5-0 lead for the Braves over the Commodores in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals here from Doran Park. Payoff pitch incoming from the righty Baird. First a soft toss back to Waite at second.
You could tell there, Baird not really committed to throwing that pitch, and Peralta read it well, didn't take as big of a lead that time.
Sun beginning to depart. The sky giving way to early evening. A nice breeze here at Doran Park. Jeffries looking to reach base. The 3-2 fouled back, and Jeffries will see yet another payoff pitch.
This is a tremendous plate appearance. Could be the 8th pitch here.
As we mentioned, through 5 innings of work, only 2 strikeouts for Tyler Baird. That's been the Commodores' kryptonite offensively through the regular season, leading Cape Cod in strikeouts with 378. But tonight they've been strangers to that same issue. Payoff pitch incoming, nobody out. Jeffries lines at third base side foul again.
That's good, because as the longer this at bat goes, the more likely it becomes that Baird is not going to be able to stay in this game much longer because he's approaching 75 pitches. This will be pitch number 9 of this at-bat.
And pitch number 74 in the ball game. 45 strikes, 28 balls. Deep breath from Baird. Payoff pitch to Jeffries. Line down the left field line. Racing over is Osterhaus. That drops in. Fair ball. Peralta races around third, coming to the plate. He'll score. The throw not in time to second. An RBI double for Braden Jeffries and back-to-back doubles to begin the 6th. And it's now 5-1 Bourne.
Well, that should tremendously help the momentum for Falmouth. And that's going to bring out, I believe, Scott Landers to make a pitching change here for Bourne if he looks over into the bullpen. But all in all, a solid start if it is the end of the day for Tyler Baird. Not sure if it is just yet. And yes, he motions over to the bullpen. So it looks like Bourne's going to bring in a left-hander. Not sure who it's going to be, but we mentioned nobody out. You still have a runner in scoring position. The momentum is on Falmouth's side at this point, especially if they can greet the new arm out of the bullpen with a couple of big swings.
So Landers takes the ball, and we'll be back with the call in a minute. 5-1 Bourne here on Cape League TV.
On behalf of the Cape Cod Baseball League, we would like to thank the following league partners for their continued support: Cape Space, Cape Cod 5, Cisco Brewers, Cape Cod Healthcare, Hampton Inn, Franklin Sports, Highline Cruises, Jersey Mike's, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support. On behalf of the Cape Cod Baseball League, we would like to thank the following league partners for their continued support: Veolia North America, Wilson Sporting Goods, Yawkey Foundation, Netting Pros, Falmouth Publishing Company, Butler Sporting Goods, Sports Picks, Margaritaville Resort Cape Cod, Sunderland Printing, Delmar Vacation Rentals, and of course, thank you to Major League Baseball for over 50 years of support.
Welcome back to Commodores Baseball as Falmouth warming up offensively here in the top of the 6th. They've pushed across a run on 2 hits. It's Fabio Peralta with a double in the leadoff spot, followed by an RBI double from Braden Jeffries, and that knocks the right-handed starter Tyler Baird out of the game and brings in the southpaw out of the University of Alabama. That's Connor Lehman.
Lehman, a 6.35 ERA on the year in 11 1/3 innings. This is going to be his 10th appearance of the summer, of course, first of the playoffs. But Falmouth brings a lefty out of the bullpen, or rather, Bourne, brings a lefty out of the bullpen, which means that we're probably going to see some pinch hitters towards the bottom of the lineup for Jack Dom at some point in time if the lefty stays in.
Carter White is in the lefty batter's box against the southpaw Lehman, who deals a strike. Breaking ball bottom of the zone on the outer third, and it's 0-1 on the Commodores left fielder. 2 straight lefties, the perfect matchup for Scott Landers to throw Connor Lehman in. Carter White followed by Tommy Harrison on deck. 0-1 offering, just off the outside edge, and it's a ball and a strike. So Lehman faces Carter White, who walked and popped up to the catcher Burke Lee Mabius. 1-1 pitch is a soft fly ball, shallow left. Osterhaus comes in. Out is the third baseman Hawk, and the shortstop converges Riker Waite. The call on the catch for the first out to retire Carter White.
Well, I heard somebody from over here. Someone said, I got it. I thought it was Osterhaus, but then he backed off, and Out of the corner of my eye, I see Riker Waite come in and snag that ball. He must have had a great beat on it to make the call from all the way out there.
So one gone, and Jeffries off of second. 4-run lead for the Bravos, top 6. It's the lefty hitting Tommy Harrison to the plate. 0 for 2 for the Commodores, DH. A fly ball to center and a ground ball to Rustin Rigdon at second. Lehman from the left side of the rubber. A peek at Jeffries at second. Deals the fastball outside. Harrison, no shortage of power in his tenure with the Commodores. Besides the .300 average, 4 of his 12 hits extra base hits, 2 homers and 8 RBIs in just 11 ball games. 1-0, breaking ball strike, middle of the zone at the belt.
He doesn't need to be looking for a home run pitch here either. Just to keep the line moving. Something into the outfield might be able to score Jeffries if it's not right at an outfielder.
Commodores certainly wouldn't be opposed to one from the MAC Player of the Year. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. A meaty pitch at the belt again, cut through by Harrison. It's 1-2.
So he's seen that breaking ball that starts in on his hip and then ends in the middle or the inner third of the strike zone. He's seen that twice now. Keep that in mind, but be ready for anything else.
1-2 pitch incoming from Connor Lehman to Tommy Harrison with 1 out, and the breaking ball is swatted against the third base netting as Tommy remains alive.
And still not comfortable with that breaking ball. He just had to throw the barrel at it and hope to foul it off, and he did a good job of that, but not able to see it out of Lehman's hand at this point.
Lehman comes set. Deep breath, glove at the belt, left side of the rubber. A peek at Jeffries off of second. 1-2 home. Fastball flied, shallow right center. It's going to be a long run for Costello, who can't make the play, as Jeffries will get into third on a single from Tommy Harrison. And runners are on the corners now for the Commodores with 1 out for Matthew Farner.
Well, you'll take it if you're Harrison. Not great contact by any means, either off the end of the bat or in off the hands. And Costello, well, wisely just playing a little too deep to try and prevent the ball over his head. Couldn't run it down, nor could Matt Bolton, who has great speed out there in center. And first and third with 1 out. Infield's going to play at double play depth for Matthew Farner. He's got to keep this one off the ground. He's got 2 singles, but both of them have been jammed into the dirt.
Braden Jeffries on third, Tommy Harrison on first. Lefty-righty matchup with the Commodores down 4 as Farner swings and fouls it straight back on the first offering from Lehman. It's 0-1. Farner 2 for 2. 2 high-arcing Baltimore chop singles. 1 to shortstop, 1 just evading the glove of the first baseman Max Farrell into shallow right. The 0-1 with 1 out. Check swing. Called strike 2 from Sam Finn. Caught the top of the zone as Farner a peek back at the plate umpire. It's 0-2.
I think he went anyway. That's a good pitch at the top of the zone, though.
0-2 incoming with 1 out on a 1-run, 3-hit top of the 6th so far for Falmouth. The pitch. Line first base side foul.
So both East Division games went final, and the lower seeds won. But both higher seeds are leading the West Division games at this point.
That would be Hyannis and Bourne.
Yep.
As we mentioned, finishing top 2. Katuitt sneaking into the playoffs on the last day as they own the tiebreaker over the Wareham Gatemen. Equal amount of points, and they get the tiebreaker even with 1 less win. Wareham finishing with 14 wins, and for the Katuitt Kettleers, they finished with 13. Nonetheless, the 2 ties help bring them to the same points total.
Yeah, Wareham was such a story to follow for the last couple of weeks. A dreadful June start. And then brought it back and just missed a couple of games to make the playoffs.
0-2 from Lehman, swing and a miss from Farner. He's down for the 2nd out.
Well, just had him totally fooled there. Did Lehman. A way late swing from Matthew on a slider that's over the plate. That's a perfect pitch from Lehman. Just no chance. And now Austin Maley is going to come in as a pinch hitter in place of Jeff Luigi. This is what I was talking about. Jack Dahm has it all planned out to swap guys around and get rid of the lefty-lefty matchup.
So Maley, who wasn't a starter in tonight's game, comes in place of the 0-2, or 0 for 2 Luigi, shall I say. 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Commodores, top 6, a 5-1 Braves lead here at Doran Park in Bourne. Lehman on, and relief of the righty starter Tyler Baird, who went 5+, giving up only 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts as Lehman snaps and throws over to check on Harrison off of first.
Presumably Maley would just come in to play second in place of Lucci.
Seems as if it will be that 1-for-1 swap. As Lehman a peek at Harrison off first, deals the first pitch to Maley, fouled back. One run, 5 hits, 1 error for the Commodores, 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Braves. Oh, 1 from Connor Lehman, breaking ball, top of the zone, just misses above the letters for ball 1 to Maley.
Maley, a great eye. It looked like he saw that all the way, knew it wasn't going to drop down into the top of the zone, and took it for a ball.
Maley, the .221 hitter in his 33rd game out of Gateway Community College, awaits a 1-1 pitch with 2 out. Lehman delivers, and the breaking ball low and away. Maley working a good at-bat so far.
I wonder if they try and put Harrison in motion to get rid of the double, only 2 outs, so no need. He's got a good lead over there at first, though.
The pitch. Maley pops it up, first base side foul. So a 2-2 count incoming to Maley, 2 outs. Huge scenario in the game. Commodores trying to strike for more than just 1 here in the top of the 6th, facing a 4-run deficit.
Yeah, you feel a lot better if you can get Jeffries home. He's been sitting over there at third for a little while.
Commodores a -7 run differential entering tonight here at Doran Park, now -11. 2-2 with 2 out. Breaking pitch. Maley lays off in the dirt, and it's a full count to the righty hitting second baseman with 2 gone.
So now Harrison is going to be in motion here with the 3-2 count with 2 gone. So anything into the outfield has a chance to score both runs.
Payoff pitch incoming. Lehman gets his sign left side of the rubber. Jeffries off of third. Harrison off of first. The pitch. Chopped right in front of the plate. Back to Connor Lehman, who's going to throw to first in time to retire Maley, and that does it for the Commodores in the top of the 6th. 1-3 the play goes, and in the inning, 1 run, 3 hits. No errors and 2 left, 5.5 through. It's a 4-run lead for the Bravos here on Doors on the Radio on Cape League TV.
Introducing Open Cape, the local nonprofit internet service provider in this region. Open Cape's fast and reliable network is 100% fiber optic, providing affordable internet connectivity. To learn more, visit opencape.org and always speak with a live Open Cape representative. Open Cape, providing choice and competition for your home or business and the official internet provider of your Falmouth Commodores.
We are Open Cape.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
Welcome back to Doran Park. The Bourne Braves up 5-1 over the Falmouth Commodores. Timmy Weiss on hand as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. And one thing that Coach Dom has talked about throughout the season is trying to limit the big inning. And over the losing streak for Falmouth to end the regular season, it was a problem, and it's continued into tonight. 4 runs allowed in the bottom of the 5th, and over that losing streak, 3 games to end the season, it was a 4-run inning against Orleans in a 6-3 loss. The game before that, there was a 5-run inning allowed, and the game before that, against Hyannis, a 3-run inning allowed. So the big innings have been problematic for the Commodores. Still have time in this one. Let's see if the Doors can come back and fight to win this one.
Thanks, Timmy, as we welcome you back. Bottom 6, 5-1 lead for the Bravos. Cape Cod Community College is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League. Go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualify. capecod.edu/free for more. So that does it in the ball game for Colby Putnam and Kason Murphy, who goes an inning of work, gives up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earn, no walks, and a strikeout. The new thrower is the righty out of Creighton, Casey Kowalczyk for the Commodores.
Hard fastball. He struggled a little bit with control over his first couple of appearances, but the ERA is low, and he's a good option out of the bullpen, the hard-thrown righty out of Creighton.
Righty-lefty matchup to begin the bottom of the 6th. Justin Osterhaus, former Commodore, leads off and swings and misses through a fastball center cut.
Osterhaus has been unbelievable in the field today. A jumping stair-step catch, looked like he was climbing upstairs, and then a sliding snag to rob a single earlier in this game as well.
The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? Joe Gravina at third says yes, he did, and it's 0-2.
2 really confident pitches from Casey to start his appearance. That's what you like to see.
So Kason gives away to KC. And it's a 0-2 offering. Bases empty. Nobody out to begin the 6th. Swing and a miss. Letter high fastball cut through on the outside corner. Kowalczyk's first out of the day is a strikeout.
Love it. He's hitting his spots in that first guy he faces, just able to hit his spots. And if you can start out confident as a pitcher, that's the best thing for you. And it looks like Kowalczyk, through that first batter, is able to do that against a team that really doesn't strike out all that much.
Austin Hawk to the plate. Bases empty, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Kowalczyk with that strong fastball getting
gets
ahead.
Up to, it gets up to 94, 95. It's got some good life on it, that's for sure.
Kowalczyk into his wind, home with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, tipped into the glove of Brooks. It's 0-2.
That is the definition of a come-and-get-me fastball. Goodness.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty, bottom of the 6th. 5-1 lead for the Braves in the West Division semifinals. Game 1 here from Dorn Park. Kowalczyk winds and fires the 0-2. Popped up behind us, and home plate foul. Hawk in the ball game, 1 for 2. A strikeout in the bottom of the 2nd against Colby Putnam, swinging, and he led off the bottom of the 5th with an infield single and came around to score as part of a 4-run 5th inning for the Bravos. Kowalczyk into his wind, and the 0-2 offering is rolled on the ground softly to second. Austin Maley is there, and he puts away Hawk for the 2nd out.
So Kowalczyk able to do it by the strong fastball up in the zone to get the strikeout on Osterhaus, and then he goes again on a 2-strike pitch. That's why he's able to do that. He gets ahead and counts early. That's what he's done in these first 2 plate appearances. And Hawk has to protect. He gets a downstairs breaking ball, just rolls over it.
So 2 quick outs for Casey Kowalczyk. And now the right-handed hurler for the Commodores faces the top of the batting order. It's Riker Waite. Stands in from the left side and takes a fastball belt high in her 3rd for a called strike 1. A 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Well located again, 0-2.
Nowhere near it was Riker Waite that time either. Well laid on the heater.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. Home half of the 6th. Kowalczyk looking for a scoreless inning of work. Casey into his wind. And the 0-2 pitch. Lined left center field. Peralta races over in the gap. He won't get there. Cuts it off on 1 hop. Spinning around first in, holding to a lawn single was Fabio Peralta. But a 2-out single for Riker Waite. Strong throw back to the infield by the Commodore center fielder.
Well, it's not going to go on the highlight play for Fabio, but I was watching him as soon as that ball got hit. He got out of his blocks extremely fast. Absolutely saved that from being extra bases. And off the bat, I think Riker Waite thought it was going to be extra bases. He stopped about 30 feet down the base path to stutter step and head back to first.
It's the lefty hitting Rustin Rigdon, Braves second baseman in. 1 on and 2 out. Righty-lefty matchup. Kowalczyk spins, fires back to first to check on the leaning Riker Waite.
Kowalczyk, a guy with a really quick pickoff move for a righty. much like we saw with Tyler Baird for Bourne earlier.
An enjoyable close baseball game, especially in the hit department, as Kowalczyk deals an inside fastball for a called strike to Rustin Rigdon. 5 hits for the Commodores, 7 for the Bravos, but on the big board, 5 runs for Bourne and 1 for Falmouth. Commodores will look to chip away at the deficit with just 9 outs to go. Kowalczyk's nothing in one offering, line to deep right field. Going back is Gavin Greger, way back, warning track, it bounces over his head and up against the base of the wall. Rounding third is Riker Waite, the cutoff throw comes into Maley, he'll fire to third, coming in to score is Waite, tag applied in time to nab Rustin Rigdon at third, trying to extend a double into a triple, and Jeff Limoncelli, the third base coach for the Bravos, is not all entirely too happy with Joe Gravina.
Nor is Scott Landers. He is right out to talk to him.
But that'll do it for the Bravos as we stand bottom of the 6th inning. They score 1 run on 2 more hits, no errors, and because of the runner thrown out, a runner left. 6-1 Braves as we head to the 7th here on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just 1 click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
The Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism is proud to support the Cape Cod Baseball League. Massachusetts is made for wave chasers, sunbathers, ice cream eaters, no-hitters, and memory makers. Go to visitma.com to plan your next adventure. 5-1 Bravos as we head to the top of the 7th. Connor Lehman remains on the mound in relief for Bourne for the Commodores. They'll send up the 7, 8, and 9, bottom third in the Falmouth order. Time to plug away, Andrew. Down 4 with 9 outs to go.
It's got to happen now, and that run you got in the top of the 6th erased as Bourne answered it well. This is crunch time, no doubt about that. You got Putty Brooks and Gavin Greger ready to go. You wonder if any of those guys might get pinch hit for. Maybe Greger, as he's a left-handed hitter. He's struggled a little bit against lefty arms this year, but as it stands right now, it's going to be Putty and then Brooks on deck, and not sure who's going to come out to be the third batter of this inning.
A nice cool breeze on hand here at Doran Park as the golden hour has given way to picturesque cotton candy skies as we approach the early evening hour of 8 p.m. Top 7 lefty-righty matchup to begin. Lehman against Putty. Nobody on, 5-1, Bravos lead. Lehman, a deep breath, gets his sign from the catcher Mabius into his wine. The first offering at the top of the 7th is letter-high fastball taken high by A.J. Putty. It's 1-0. One ball, no strike pitch. Putty takes inside corner for a called strike.
Putty, another guy that stands close to the plate, so clip the zone. If you don't see it out of the hands, that's tough to get the barrel to.
Putty, a .259 hitter, 3 homers and 9 RBIs. 1-1 pitch line down the right field line. That's a base hit. Rolling towards the corner. Putty races around first. He's headed towards second, and he'll get in easily with a stand-up leadoff double.
Again, swinging one of the hottest bats on all the Cape. The leadoff hits in the last couple of innings, or in these last 2 innings, have really helped get Falmouth started. And Luke Costello had some trouble picking that ball up and right. That led Putty, who had a great round around first base, and then was able to ease up a bit, stand in at second.
4 hits in the last inning plus for the Commodores as Putty moves into scoring position with nobody out. All lefty matchup. It's the catcher Dallas Brooks for the Commodores to stand in. First pitch from the southpaw Lehman is a breaking ball outside.
You can't really take Brooks out of the game because Mark Gialusi is going to have to catch tomorrow, and you want him to have as much energy as he's got.
1-0 pitch. Breaking ball for a called strike.
It looked like Gavin Greger was on deck, but he has now retreated into the dugout. Maybe he's just grabbing something for his bat. Yeah, he's coming back out, just getting some pine tar there. So he'll be on deck.
Lehman a peek at second, deals just outside for ball 2. Another breaking ball, but Brooks wisely takes, and he's ahead in the count.
That's a really good take. I don't know how you leave that one off. About the same spot as the last pitch, and executed well.
Brooks 0 for 1 in the ball game, reached on a walk to lead off the top of the third. 2-1 offering, swing and a miss, breaking ball nicely executed at the knees, and we're all even at 2 apiece.
Well, Lehman goes back to the well, that outside slider. Brooks took it the first time, and Lehman says, hey, I threw a good pitch, just didn't get the swing. That time he absolutely does.
2-2 pitch incoming to Dallas Brooks. With Putty off a second and nobody out, breaking ball just off the plate. That outside corner, as he mentioned, has been his bread and butter, Andrew, but he misses there, and it's a full count. All lefty matchup, runner on second, nobody out, top of the 7th. Bravos lead 5-1. Payoff pitch from Lehman to Brooks. Line back up the middle, and it takes a convenient hop for the shortstop Wade on the backhand side. Throws out Brooks. Moving up to third is Putty, and there's one gone in the top of the 7th.
Well, even if it didn't take that hop, I think that's still an easy play for Riker Waite, but it's an effective at bat. Only the first out of the inning, like you mentioned, and Gavin Greger step on up. I doubt he's going to try and bunt here just with Brooks at third, and need to put this one through the infield to score this run.
So Gavin Greger bats with a runner on third and 1 out. Fabio Peralta larping in the on-deck circle. First pitch rolled on the ground to second. That'll get a run home for the Commodores. Coming to the plate and scoring is Putty. Throwing to first is Rigdon in time for a productive second out as the second run of the ball game crosses the plate for the Commodores. They now trail 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, you'd rather that not be an out, but what matters is that Putty's able to score.
Check that now. 6-2 as Bourne with another run tacked on in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Peralta is done just fine against same-handed hitters, or same-handed pitchers. Needs it here.
Lehman deals a high breaking pitch to Peralta. All lefty matchup with 2 out and the bases empty, top 7. Bravos lead the Commodores 6-2. The 1-0 pitch. Rolled on the ground right up the middle. And it bounces off on the backhand side of the shortstop Waite into shallow left center for a base hit for Fabio Peralta. At least that's what we think. We'll wait to see the scoring.
I would be really surprised if that's an error. It's going to go on the scoreboard in center as a base hit because that is just a brutal hop for Riker Waite. There's nothing he could really do about that. That's happened to Falmouth before this year as well. You think back to the first week of the season, there was one of those hops I think Ty Konis got unlucky with.
Another lefty-lefty matchup. It's Braden Jeffries who takes the heater outside for ball 1.
That will go in officially as a single, which I think is the right call.
6-2 Bravos lead with a runner on, 2 out, top of the 7th here at Dorn Park in Bourne. Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. Lehman, snap throw over to first to check on Peralta. Commodores have not made a comeback of this margin in the 7th inning or later all season long as Jeffries swings and fouls back the next pitch. It's a ball and a strike. Commodores were trailing as much as 8-1 in the season series in terms of run differential, an 8-1 loss here to the Bourne Braves 20 nights ago. Jeffries, who rocketed an RBI double in the top of the 6th, 1 for 3, stands in and awaits the 1-1, but before another pickoff attempt.
Just needs something here to wake up the dugout, put a charge into one.
Another pickoff to first. I've seen a lot of those lately, Andrew. I mean, it just continues to happen.
Yeah, that seemed a little wobbly that time from Lehman. I just don't think that – I don't think they're trying to get the out, just trying to keep Peralta as close to the bag as possible.
1-1 offering from Lehman to Jeffries is punched out into shallow left center field. That's going to drop in front of Osterhaus for a base hit. Peralta, a wide turn around second base, and that's going to cost him. He gets thrown out as the throw back to second from Osterhaus came to Riker Waite, who applied the tag to nab Fabio Peralta, and that does it for the top of the 7th inning. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Let's move to the bottom of the 7th. It's 6-2 Bravos here on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, I'm Coleman Mizell, outfielder from Alabama, and you're watching Commodores baseball on KTV.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to help support tonight's game with a reminder that if you need urgent care this summer, the team at Cape Cod Healthcare is there for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care at 6 urgent care locations from Plymouth to Orleans. Staffed by board-certified ER providers, Cape Cod Healthcare urgent care centers are open daily and offer timely treatment for everything from sprains to stitches. Check walk-in wait times or schedule an appointment at www.capecodhealth.org/urgent care. As we roll along to the bottom of the 7th, you're listening to the 2026 CCBL playoffs presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply. Righty-lefty matchup, it's Matt Bolton to stand in against Casey Kowalczyk in his second full inning of work. Casey into his wide, deals a fastball for a called strike, letter high on the outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Bolton.
So this inning is where I think Bourne can really put the nail in the coffin. It's getting really late.
Next offering popped up, third base side foul. Jeffries and Dallas Brooks give it a look, and it goes out of play, and the mad scramble begins. 3, 4, and 5 in the Bravos order. Lefty, righty, righty. Bolton followed by Costello and the catcher Berkeley Mabius.
Yeah, this is absolutely where, with a big inning here, it almost puts it out of reach. It's going to be tough, but any more runs makes it exponentially that much harder.
Kowalczyk into his wind, home with the 0-2, and the pitch outside for ball 1. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Commodores. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Bravos. 4-run lead for Bourne here in the bottom of the 7th. Bourne 12-7-1 at Doran Park this year. 1-2 fastball misses low, and it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on the lefty hitting Bolton. Commodores won 35% of their games on the road in the regular season, winless here at Doran Park, go 1-1. 2-2 pitch from Kowalczyk with nobody out inside, and it's a full count to Bolton.
This is Kowalczyk. This is what Kowalczyk can sometimes struggle with, just the location of his fastball. He looked excellent in the 6th. Did allow the run, but spotting his pitches pretty well.
Payoff pitch incoming, base is empty, nobody out. Fly ball, shallow left field. Carter White's going to come charging in. Braden Jeffries and Matthew Farner out. Carter White, between all 3 converging, makes the call and the catch for the first out.
The right fielder, number 38.
Carter White's been busy out there today, Farrell. He has had himself a very busy day in left. That's, I want to say, his 4th or 5th putout of the night.
His 4th putout of 19 recorded by the Commodores defense. Already matchup, 1 out, base is empty. Luke Costello to the plate. who broke the game open in the bottom of the 5th with a 3-run triple. Kowalczyk from the right side of the rubber into his wind and fires the icebreaker inside for ball 1. Costello, a .230 hitter out of Wake Forest in 34 games. 26 hits, 10 extra base hits, and 23 RBIs. Kowalczyk's 1-0, outside for ball 2.
Doesn't look like there's anybody moving around in Falmouth's bullpen right now. I think Commodores are going to need to get as much length as they can out of Casey tonight. Make sure they can save some more bullpen arms for tomorrow's game.
The 2-0 pitch, low for ball 3. Check swing from Costello, but he held up. It's Costello followed by Berkeley Mabius, who had an RBI double himself for the run-scoring party in the bottom of the 5th, in which Bourne plated 4 runs on 3 hits. Already matchup, 1 out, bases empty, 3-0 home is low for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Luke Costello.
The catcher, number 8, Berkeley Mabius.
So for Berkeley Mabius coming to the plate, he's 1 for 3 in the ball game. For the Commodores, they've limited the walks, 5 through 6 1/3. Still a little bit higher than Jack Dom and staff would like. Commodores finished second with the second most walks on Cape Cod with 199 in the regular season. Righty-lefty matchup with 1 on and 1 out. 4-run lead for the Bravos as Kowalczyk fires a breaking pitch low to the switch hitter batting left, Berkeley Mabius.
Yeah, first pitch went with a splitter or a changeup, and just a tumbling ball that never had any chance to catch the zone.
Mabius batting left against the righty Casey Kowalczyk, righty against the lefty in Murphy. Mabius the switch hitter out of Oregon, a .224 hitter in 19 games. 15 hits, 6 extra base hits, and 6 RBIs. Medium-sized lead from Costello off at first, and the 1-0 in there for a called strike.
Well, he goes back to the changeup, that time on the outside corner, which is where I think he wanted to get the first pitch. Just hung on to it a little too long on 0-0 count, and now gets himself back even. I expect fastball here.
The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch, and there you go, Andrew. It is a fastball, but just below the knees, and it's 2-1.
He's trying to pitch to that ground ball. You don't want to miss up and in to a hitter like Mabius with good bat speed, able to get the barrel to the ball pretty quick.
The 2-1 pitch, low for ball 3.
Everything's just missing downstairs.
And you understand the logic, the rationale behind it. You can get an inning double play. Commodores have scored runs in back-to-back innings, possibly force an 8th-inning rally if you can get the bats in the dugout again. As time called by the home plate umpire, Sam Finn. It's a not disengagement, but a called
pitch clock
strike.
violation on the batter.
Yeah. Pitch
So
clock.
it's 3-2. Wow.
Violation on Berkeley Mabius. So Casey Kowalczyk, Dallas Brooks, and the rest of the Commodores will take it. Payoff pitch incoming to Mabius with 1 out. Kowalczyk from the right side of the rubber, deep breath, glove at the belt. Comes home, rolled on the ground to short. Stepping on the bagger, flipping it to Austin Maley in time 1. On to first in time for 2. Bit of an awkward double play, nonetheless turned. Farner to Maley to putty, 6-4-3 twin killing, and that does it for the Bravos in the bottom of the 7th. As facing the minimums, Casey Kowalczyk. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Let's move to the 8th, 6-2 Bourne here on Doors on the Radio on Cape League TV.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Introducing Open Cape, the local nonprofit internet service provider in this region. Open Cape's fast and reliable network is 100% fiber optic, providing affordable internet connectivity. To learn more, visit opencape.org and always speak with a live Open Cape representative. Open Cape, providing choice and competition for your home or business and the official internet provider of your Falmouth Commodores.
We are Open Cape.
Let's take a look at the scores across the Cape, presented by the Massachusetts Office of Travel and Tourism.
Well, only 2 games going on, the 2 6 o'clock start time games. This one, 6-2 Bourne at the end of 7. And then over in McKeon Park at Hyannis's ballpark, the Harbor Hawks are up 5-0 against the Cotuit Kettleers. That's in the bottom of the 8th. The East Division games have both gone final. Harwich beats Bourne. They shut out one of the best offenses on the Cape, 4-0. And then Chatham gets the big win against YD, 9-5. YD was down 9-2 heading into the bottom of the 9th. Chatham with 14 hits in that ball game. A big win for the Anglers.
So it's the bottom seeds doing the upsets in game 1 out in the East Division. Here in the West Division, though, it's 6-2 Bourne and 5-0 Hyannis, as Andrew mentioned, over Cotuit in the late stages of the ball game over at McKeon Park. We'll move top 8 as Connor Lehman remains on the mound in his second full inning of work, third inning of work. He'll deal with the 3, 4, and 5 in the Falmouth order: Carter White, Tommy Harrison, and Matthew Farner.
And it's the part of the order that has to get something going here. You've got lefty, lefty, righty against a strong throwing left-hander in Lehman. Again, you said it. He's looked really solid. He's not missing his spots. He's just making good competitive pitches that Falmouth has just not been able to figure out. And he's one time through the order now. Got the 1 run back in the 7th, but still a 4-run game. Not totally out of the question. Bourne had a 4-run inning. That was in the bottom of the 5th. Falmouth very much capable of doing the same.
6-2 lead for the Bravos as we move at top 8. All lefty matchup to begin. Lehman against Carter White. Lehman into his wind. First pitch rolled on the ground, right back to the mound. Snaring it on one hop is Lehman, and he'll throw to first in time to retire White. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That play, the best I can describe that play, Farrell, is you let go of a balloon and it just deflates and fizzles out, because White swings at one of the first pitches, and then it's just nonchalantly grabbed by Lehman. He's like, all right, let's get this over with. I'll just throw it to first. It's one of those balls that has a chance to get through if he gets past the pitcher, but Lehman says no way.
It's Tommy Harrison, first offering, swing and a miss. Another breaking ball, and another chase from Tommy. It's 0-1. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Base is empty, 1 out. 6-2 lead for the Bravos over the Commodores. Glad you've joined us here for the 2026 CCBL playoffs and West Division semifinals, game 1. Next offering dropped in for a called strike. Another hammer, and it's 0-2.
It's a great pitch. There's no way that Harrison can get the barrel to that unless it's really far out over the outer third. Then it's a dangerous spot, but inside the front door breaking ball, that's a great spot.
0-2 pitch incoming to Harrison with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Tommy's down. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 8th. So a quiet night for Tommy Harrison, 1 for 4. Had himself a single in the top of the 6th. Some loud contact, nonetheless, to no avail.
The shortstop, number 41, Matthew Farner.
Farner's already struck out once against Lehman. With his 2 Ks, he's yet to walk a batter as well. He's just throwing strikes, and that's how he's done so well to this point.
Lehman fires a ball outside to the righty hitting Matthew Farner with 2 outs and the base is empty. It's 1-0. Farner 2 for 3 day. An infield single, a base hit in the 4th, and a strikeout swinging in the top of the 6th. Lehman's 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball, softly punched, shallow center field. It's going to be a long run for Bolton, who comes in to make the catch and retire the Commodores in order 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. 7.5 home, 6-2 Bourne here on Doors on the Radio on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
6-2, Bourne leads as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. Here from Doran Park in Bourne, Massachusetts, alongside Andrew Hilsman and the third member of our broadcast team, Timmy Weiss. I'm Farrell Hudson. With our producers, Skylar Ellis, Landon Stills, Matt Campbell on hand. You're listening to the 2026 CCBL Playoffs presented by Readers Hardwood Supply. As in the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 in the Bourne order. Milano followed by Farrell and Osterhaus. Kowalczyk back on the mound.
Kowalczyk, a much better 7th. He did walk a guy, but got that ground ball up the middle to end the inning on the 6-4-3 double play. But Milano's 0 for 3. Farrell with the 1 single. That was back in the 2nd. If you can get through this inning 1-2-3, you really have to. One more run that comes across, I see that as a kill shot for Bourne, and they know it too. Another run, it's already firmly in their hands at this point, as Falmouth is going to be down to its last 3 outs offensively, but another run or two would really put it to a miracle hope for Falmouth.
It's Milano, the lefty product out of the University of Miami, in the DH spot tonight to lead off. Milano 0 for 3 in the ball game. A strikeout, fly ball to Carter White in left, and a bouncer on the ground to Jeff Luigi at second. Righty-lefty matchup. Kowalczyk into his wind in the first offering, outside for ball 1. You mentioned Connor Lehman. It's been a relatively dominant relief performance, outside of 4 hits and 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and he's moved with prediction and conviction. Swing and a miss on a letter-high fastball. It's 1-1. Commodores outside of the 6th and 7th inning have been held scoreless. 1-1 pitch inside for ball 2. Almost clipped the jersey of Milano. 4-run bottom of the 5th has been the kill shot to the Commodores' Game 1 hopes as we stand right now. 4 runs on 3 hits as 8 batters came to the plate in the Bourne half of the 5th. 2-1 pitch from Kowalczyk, outside for ball 3.
Just got to get through this inning if you're Kowalczyk. He's been pretty efficient thus far, just above 30 pitches.
Casey into his wind. Home with a 3-1 pitch. High for ball 4 as Milano draws base for the first time this evening.
The first baseman, number 5, Max Farrell.
He walked a guy in the 7th. Now starting off with a walk. Not great, but he's pitched to some soft ground ball contact today, so the double play still possible.
Righty on righty matchup with a runner on and nobody out. It's the first baseman, Max Farrell. Bourne in command, 6-2, bottom 8. Kowalczyk's first offering. Rolled on the ground, left side of the infield. Going to be a tough play for the shortstop in Farner. Only plays at first. Bounces it to A.J. Putty in time for the first out. Moving to second is Milano.
Great pick by A.J. Putty over there. That was a tough throw. Farrell, or rather Farner, taking his momentum away from the bag on that broken back grounder to the left side. Just a chip through, came off of that bat. Yeah, it moves the run over, but that was a great play from Farner and even better pick from Putty.
Justin Osterhaus stands in from the left side with a runner on second and 1 out. Osterhaus 0 for 3 in the ball game at 2:06 through 12 games. First offering, low for ball 1. Good news for the Commodores, Andrew, is Falmouth has not had to use a lot of their bullpen yet.
Yeah, just 2 guys out of the bullpen, Kason Murphy and Casey Kowalczyk. That's big for tomorrow's sake, and Murphy would probably be able to throw again tomorrow with just the 1 inning he pitched today.
1-0 offering, inside for ball 2.
Falmouth trying to avoid pulling a third guy out of the bullpen. There is somebody throwing down there in right field, but doesn't look like it's a guy who's really starting to warm up intensely.
2-0 delivery. Low for ball 3. So Kowalczyk in danger of issuing another free pass.
Yeah, everything's just missing downstairs. I think he's starting to lose his command. And there's no reason if you're Osterhaus to take the bat off the shoulder here.
3-0 pitch incoming with 1 out. Kowalczyk shrugs his shoulders from the middle of the rubber and deals high for ball 4. Another 4-pitch walk. This time it's to Osterhaus, who also reaches base for the first time today. And 2 free passes has Bourne set up, 2 on with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
And Jack Dom is going to emerge from the dugout here.
So it seems as if that'll be the end of the line in Casey Kowalczyk's outing as Dom makes a motion towards the bullpen and indeed confirms that notion. So Kowalczyk is out, 1 out, bottom 8, 6-2 lead for Bourne here in the West Division semifinals, game 1. With 2 runners on. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to the 2026 CCBL Playoffs presented by Reader's Hardwood Supply.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Are you looking for that perfect pregame meal? Supreme Pizza has you covered. Its extensive menu has everything from pies and calzones to salads and subs. And with its online ordering system, delicious food is just 1 click away.
It's an honor to support the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Supreme Pizza is open every day of the week. Order online or stop by their store located at 147 T-Ticket Highway and try a slice today.
Hi, my name is Matt Burgess, General Manager here at Falmouth Country Club. We have a unique 27-hole public golf course with a beautiful layout that is family-oriented. Kids play free here at Falmouth Country Club. Getting on the course is quick and easy with our app. You can book tee times, get yardages with GPS, use our interactive scorecard, track your stats, and receive exclusive in-app offers. Falmouth Country Club is a true Cape Cod classic and a local family favorite.
See you on the course.
You'll always be safe at home with the Diana Lucevero Group at Compass Real Estate.
Welcome back to Commodores baseball. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2 on and 1 out. A new pitcher in the ball game for Jack Dom's Commodores, facing a potential Game 1 defeat with 3 outs to go. It's Cody Butt who will look to lock down the final 2 outs at the bottom of the 8th inning unscathed.
He's had a bit of a tough start to his season. Very slow velocity guy, but it might work to his advantage here because Kowalczyk, a hard-throwing right-hander in the mid-90s, and Cody with his curveball sometimes dips below the 70-mile-an-hour mark. Fastball at 83, 84, 84 the top end of his fastball. So it'll be an adjustment here for the Bourne hitters, and they're going to have to make it and try and bring these runs across to put this game on ice.
Butt deals with the righty hitting Hawk with 2 on and 1 out. As Butt spins and fires back to Mealy at second to try and check on Milano. Hawk, a 195 hitter in 13 games entering tonight, 1 for 3, led off the bottom of the 5th with an infield single. Otherwise, a ground ball and a strikeout in the bottom of the 2nd. Time called as Dallas Brooks out to the mound to have a conversation with Cody Butt.
And Dallas, I think, just talking about steal signs or just discussing situational pitching here and just discussing the strategy. It's a fine line on what you can do here as a pitcher. Every situation gets thrown differently.
Butt comes set. Glove at his belt, left side of the rubber. And the first offering is lined into right center field. That's going to drop down in front of Peralta for a base hit, who cuts it off in the gap. Rounding third, coming to the plate to score is Milano. Right behind him is Osterhaus. He gets the wave, and he'll score standing up on a 2-run bases clearing double off the bat of Austin Hawk. It's now 8-2 Bravos.
That time just too far over the plate, and good speed on the base paths. That's going to clear the bases all day. And that might do it for this one.
So the 2 walks come back to bite Casey Kowalczyk and the Commodores here in the bottom of the 8th. Only a 1-hit difference in the ballgame, Andrew. 9 for Bourne, 8 for Falmouth. But on the big scoreboard, a 6-run lead for the home squad. Back to the top of the batting order. 2 runs and a hit in the inning. And Butt deals for a called strike on the righty hitting Riker Waite.
Yeah, but the killer's been the free passes. 7 walks. Only 4 strikeouts as well.
The 0-1 delivery. Line to deep right center field. Gregor and Peralta converge. It's Gavin Gregor, the call and the catch. Advancing up to third is Hawk. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, gets it out. That's softer contact. Thought for a second off the bat that was going to get down in the right center gap again, but
number 23,
not to be that time.
Rigdon.
So it's Rustin Rigdon to stand in. Switch hitter batting right out of Vanderbilt. He's reached base twice, including an RBI double in the 6th. First offering from Butt is a fastball that just misses the outside corner for ball 1.
Yeah, the walks have been the foreboding sign of a big inning coming. And that's how it's been all day. Just offer free passes, and it's tough to dig yourself out of that hole.
1 ball, no strike delivery. Breaking ball in there, and it's 1-1.
There's that slow looping curveball. Hitters have been seeing the 90s all day. It's a bit of an adjustment.
The 1-1 pitch, low for ball 2, in front of Brooks, and then it squirts 3 feet behind him. So retrieve. 2-1 with 2 out. Runner on third, 2 runs home in the bottom of the 8th. 8-2 Bravos in Game 1 of the West Division semifinals. Two-one pitch from Butt. Rolled on the ground to the right side of the infield. Austin Maley on the backhand side. Spins, throws to first. Nice stretch from A.J. Putty to hold the bag in time for the 3rd out. But not before a run on 2 more hits. No errors and a runner left. We'll move to the 9th. It's 8-2 Bravos here on Cape League TV.
Hi, I'm Jim Murray, owner of Falmouth's historic Clam Shack, now Jim's Clam Shack. Located on scenic Falmouth Harbor, Jim's Clam Shack is a destination for the best seafood and sunsets on the Cape. We're open 7 days a week, so stop by for lunch or join us for dinner on the rooftop deck. Bring the entire family to try our wide selection of seafood and kid-friendly option. We deliver the freshest products to your plates daily. Jim's Clam Shack, proud supporter of the Falmouth Commodores.
Hi, I'm Michael Kasparian, President of the Falmouth Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber is here for the benefit of the whole community. Whether you're a local business or a visitor, Falmouth has endless offerings, from its beautiful beaches and historical sites to its local shopping and eateries. The Chamber bridges the 8 villages, providing visitors with all the tools to make their trip one to remember. Our visitor center is located in downtown Falmouth, just off of Main Street. Come by and meet our team. The Falmouth Chamber of Commerce, your community connection.
Hi, I'm Coleman Mizell, outfielder from Alabama, and you're watching Commodores baseball on Cape TV.
Cape Cod Healthcare is proud to help support tonight's game with a reminder that the team at Cape Cod Healthcare is committed to excellence and compassion in everything they do. like helping people maintain active lifestyles. Their innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized experts and includes a nationally recognized center of excellence for joint replacement. This summer, let Cape Cod Healthcare get you back to doing the things you love in the place you love. Learn more at www.capecodhealthcare.org/orthopedics. Cape Cod Healthcare, caring, commitment, community. Enter Sandman blaring in the background here at Doran Park. No, it's not Mariano Rivera. It's Jackson Kircher, the hard-throwing right-hander, who comes into the ball game for the Bourne Braves in place of the lefty reliever Connor Lehman, who went 3 innings of action. Lehman giving up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. And now the hard-throwing right-hander is called upon by Scott Landers to finish out what the Bravos hope to be a Game 1 victory.
And he can just throw strikes. He can just pepper the zone and make the Falmouth hitters come and get him. He got hit around a little bit in Falmouth's last time seeing him in the win last Tuesday, an inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, but 5 strikeouts, with one of the most metrically insane fastballs you will ever see out here on Cape Cod. He gets up to 98 miles an hour on the heater. A hard-throwing right-hander out of Arkansas with a good curveball as well that approaches the 3,000 RPM spin mark. And the fastball almost rides up in the air 2 feet. It is a tremendous pitch.
For those at home who can't bear witness to the excellence of Jackson Kircher, it's comparable to a Pete Fairbanks, Ryan Stanek kind of fastball. That'll play here on Cape Cod. It's the 6, 7, and 8 in the Commodores order. Austin Maley to lead off. Ready on ready matchup, top 9. And Kircher's first offering is right down Broadway, 0-1.
The thing about Kircher is he doesn't look like he's throwing hard either. He just throws hard. It's a smooth delivery and can surprise hitters if they're not ready for it. Got to get that front foot down early here for Falmouth.
The 0-1 pitch. In for strike 2, bottom of the zone at the knees. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Falmouth. 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Bravos. Kircher standing tall in the middle of the rubber. Into his wind, home with the 0-2 pitch. Maley fouls it against the netting.
And Maley's got to make the decision so quickly on if he wants to swing here. And Kircher with a good curveball too, so just waiting until he busts that one out too.
The 0-2 pitch again. Check swing from Maley. He did not go around. No appeal from the home plate umpire, Sam Finn, and it's 1-2. It's Maley followed by A.J. Putty and the catcher, Dallas Brooks. The 1-2 pitch with nobody out. Kircher winds and deals. High fastball check swing. Did Maley go around? First base umpire, Robert McHugh, says no, he did not, and it's 2-2.
So that tells you that Maley is seeing it relatively well. And a good decision to lay off the high fastball. But not out of the woods at all.
2-2 pitch, base is empty. Nobody out, top 9, 6-run lead for the Bravos. Kircher winds and delivers, low for ball 3. A great at-bat being worked by Austin Maley.
A cushion is big enough where Kircher doesn't have to worry about a leadoff walk.
Payoff pitch on the way from Kircher to Maley. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Maley down on strikes for the first out at the top of the 9th.
Well, definitely sitting fastball there, and you kind of have to sell out for it there. If it's a good slider, it's just going to beat you. That's just an instance of the pitcher getting the job done and beating you.
So a cement mixer spun in from Jackson Kircher. Yep. 1 out and the base is empty. It's the right-handed hitting A.J. Putty to step to the plate. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. As A.J. Putty takes the breaking pitch inside for ball 1.
So tomorrow's game is going to be at 6 o'clock at Gov Fuller Field.
1-0 pitch from Kircher with 1 out. Fastball that just misses off the plate.
I don't think Berkeley Mabius was ready for how much that pitch was going to ride away from him. And it just tipped off his glove. Tomorrow, presumably, it'll be Christian Aiello for the Commodores, and then it is going to be Ben Dean for the Braves.
2-0 pitch with 1 out. Already matchup. Strike at the bottom of the zone.
That's down. That's just not. That's a great frame from Berkeley Mabius, but the dugout is on it there. You could kind of tell from here that one was a little low.
In a 6-run game, sometimes more susceptible to being called. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball inside. It's 3-1 on Putty.
And Kircher is usually a 2-pitch guy, fastball slider, but when he's got the fastball that is so hard, I don't know, it's almost 2 pitches in one. It takes up a lot of space in the hitter's mind.
3-1 pitch from Kircher with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Putty was sitting dead red, but Kircher blew it by him, and it's a full count.
It's just a good pitch. Good release, and Putty couldn't really do much about it. It was a strong swing, but again, just late got underneath it.
Payoff pitch with 1 out, and the base is empty. Commodores trail by 6, top 9. Kircher winds and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Putty chases at the top of the zone. And Falmouth is down to their final out. So Dallas Brooks steps to the plate. He's the Commodores' last hope. 8-2 Bourne, top 9, 2 out. Base is empty. Game 1 of the West Division semifinals here at Dorn Park in Bourne, Massachusetts. Kircher gets his sign for Mabius. Into his delivery. Home with the first offering. Breaking pitch for a called strike.
Great slider. Brooks probably sitting fastball on the first pitch, which is not an unwise decision. Caught him off guard. First pitch take.
Kircher sent 2 up, 2 down so far. Looking to complete an impeccable top of the 9th. 0-1 offering. In there, strike 2. Another breaking ball. And the Commodores are down to their final strike. Crowd starting to rise on their feet here at the Upper Cape Technical School in Bourne. Dorn Park the setting, a cool Tuesday evening. Bourne fans in anticipation of Game 1 victory. Kircher into his wind. Home with the 0-2. Swing and a miss from Brooks. That's strike 3. And the ball game is over. The Bourne Braves take Game 1 of the West Division semifinals tonight at Dorn Park by a final score of 8-2 over the Falmouth Commodores. And for Falmouth, they'll face the precipice of elimination heading home for Game 2 of the West Division semis at Gov Fuller Field tomorrow night.
Well, a tough one. Just that big inning again. That's what has always gotten Falmouth this season. And it gets every team, but it's happened to Falmouth a couple of times this year, and, well, that's a tough one. But you go back home, get to play at least one more against the home fans, and, yeah, it's going to be tough. They've got a good pitcher coming in, but Aiello also a very strong starter. If he can go through 5 innings, that probably bodes well, especially if Falmouth can score earlier than they did today. The 6th and 7th inning, just a little too late to score against a team like this that is so strong on the back end. You got to get to Bourne's starter if you want a chance of beating them.
Aiello, the incoming Jacksonville State Gamecock, who has fared incredibly well for the Commodores so far this season, as tonight it was Colby Putnam for the Commodores. He went 4 innings of action. Last time out for Christian Aiello came on Friday night against the Katuitt Kettleers. He went 4 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 2 runs, only 2 earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Another contact pitcher. Not a lot of strikeouts in his bag, but keep the ball low in the zone and execute that off-speed pitch. And as Jack Dom mentioned, that tail on the ride on the 85-mile-an-hour fastball makes it look way harder than it actually is.
Yeah, it's metrically really strong, even though the radar gun might not show it. And he struck out 7 in his first appearance against the Kettleers. He's yet to face Bourne. This is a better hitting lineup, I think, than Katuitt is. But if he can get through 5 and maybe a couple more outs in the 6th, that should set Falmouth up well. But it is just going to be up to the Commodores on if they can get started earlier in the game tomorrow. They're going to be at home. They're going to be in front of the home fans that come on out to the ballpark, get loud, support the Doors. They're going to need it against a very strong Bourne team that I think is really past it. They dropped 7 heading into the postseason. That does not matter to them. Falmouth dropped 3 heading into the postseason as well. That shouldn't matter either. But it's always good to take game 1, and now Bourne is going to have to come back and play the same brand of baseball they did today. They just didn't make mistakes out on the field today, and that's going to serve them well tomorrow.
So an 8-2 loss for the Commodores. You have Enter Sandman in the top of the 9th. New York in the background. No, this is not Yankee Stadium. It's Doran Park here in Bourne. But you could say that the Bourne Braves have the Cape League level success that the New York Yankees sustained in the late 90s. 4 championships possibly in their last 5 years should Bourne reach the mountaintop again. They've reached the championship round in each of Scott Lander's first 4 seasons at the helm, 2022 through last year, 2025, when they knocked off the windy Red Sox to win yet another Cape League title. 3 times in 4 years under Scott Landers, and they take game 1 of the West Division semifinals over the Commodores tonight. We'll have more after Timmy Weiss stands by right now and has a conversation with the manager of your Commodores in Jack Dom. Tim, take it away.
Timmy Weiss with Coach Dom after the Falmouth Commodores fall 8-2 against the Bourne Braves in game 1 of the playoffs. Coach, a tough one today. What was the message afterwards?
Well, it's just one ball game. It's a game of inches, and really we had a couple free passes, and they hit that ball down the line that was fair by about 2 inches. We hit some balls early that with guys in scoring position that they made some tremendous plays, and, they made the plays when they needed to. So still, we just got to stay in the moment. It's a 3-game series. You got to win 2 games. And one of the big things I told them is we got to show Falmouth, what we're all about, and the basically what Jeff Trundy would do. Compete, play the game the right way, and we'll show up tomorrow and play the hardest we can. Again, it's 2 games now. We've won 2 games in a row numerous times. We can't worry about the 3rd game. We got to worry about that 2nd one right now. Stay in the moment.
Offensively for your team, what needs to change at the plate?
Oh, we had some good at-bats. I think we might have out-hit them. I think we were tied in hits. They got a couple more free bases than we did, and then they made some tremendous plays on some balls. So, it's really a game of inches. If that ball's foul, who knows? Maybe Murph works through that, and it's a totally different game. So that's how close of a game it is, especially in the playoffs. And the free bases caught up to us a little bit. When Casey got a little tired, he threw very well. Pitchers threw well today. We just, got to eliminate those free bases. 2 big innings really cost us.
First time this season that you guys will be facing elimination. How do you feel like your team might play differently or with an edge facing elimination?
Hopefully we don't play any different at all, to be honest with you. The last 2 years, my team has lost the first game in the playoffs, and we come back and won the championship. So it happens. Winning a championship, winning a series is hard. You've got to embrace hard. You've got to embrace, when things get a little bit difficult, and make that fun. That's what it's about. When things are hard and it's, your back's up against the wall, that's when the game is really, really fun. So we'll bring our energy tomorrow. We'll show the people of Falmouth how much we appreciate their support, and go out and play a good, solid baseball game, and hopefully eliminate some of the free bases and see what happens.
Thanks for your time, Coach, and best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Tim, as we say goodnight here from Doran Park in Bourne. Once again,